um, which was really exciting for me. So- and then this morning, I woke up and I said, I know what I'm going to do when I have some alone time, if I have any. I'm going to go live while I dismantle the entire tree. I thought that would be great because I've seen people do that before.
Sure.
You know how I always see feeds of people just doing housework around their house. So I said, I'm going to do that today. So I did that. I think I covered at least close to 2 hours,
Oh my
close to two
God. I
hours.
can't believe I didn't see you live.
Yeah, I mean, I think I was done by closer to 12. So I don't know what time I
Oh,
actually got started. And I ended up actually, the only reason it was a full 2 hours is because I actually ended up in somebody else's live talking about Wicked the musical.
oh, how
So
funny.
that was really great. And so I went on with my day after that. But what was interesting is I was checking in with myself and just reflecting upon how comfortable I was talking about that. And I said, see, you have to know your subject.
Yes.
And I said, see, I knew that so well. I was talking through that like I knew every little nook and cranny, which you have to do know, if you're gonna do any kind of talking about anything, I suppose. But
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it depends. Sometimes
Mm.
it's interesting to find things out as you go along.
Mm-hmm.
I've interviewed people along the way in my
Mm-hmm.
career,
Mm-hmm.
and most of the time, we do research, we get the information, we do research, but along the way, I always like to ask things, you know, that are interesting to me, and I think will be interested to the people listening that not maybe everybody knows. Everybody
Right.
always assumes everybody knows,
Right.
but you don't know until you know.
That's
Does that
right.
make sense, or is
Yeah.
this the chicken tenders talking? I was so hungry I didn't even put any of my mustard on it.
Not sponsored. Not
Not
sponsored.
sponsored, allegedly.
Alleged. Allegedly.
Would you believe I just had the Twitter thing going, and I don't know what I did?
Oh,
It's
really?
not. It hasn't started. Blah, 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 Twitter Spaces.
Twitter Spaces.
You hit create,
Create. Did
and
you put your
then
title in? I don't know if it needs a title.
hit
Maybe.
record.
I'm not sure
Oh,
if it
this is
needs.
recording. I don't want record. What the hell did I
No,
just do?
just live.
But where's the button?
Hmm.
Make America
Bloop,
gay again.
bloop, bloop.
How gay can we make it?
Extremely.
This was the official human rights campaign hat. They were having some fundraiser.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like, $20 and you get this hat. And I was like, I love it.
It's just now it's just both sides just whacking at each other, I guess.
Well, it's
I
the
guess.
crazies.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean, I don't like,
right.
I don't like cruelty. I will keep saying
Right.
it. And the MAGAs seem to be cruel. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I can't read it.
Oh,
Oh. Oh my God.
it's
I
very
couldn't read
small.
it.
I have noticed that. Yeah.
Oh my
It's crazy.
God.
It's crazy.
Okay. I get it. Let's see if
Yeah.
because I have this other phone
Yeah.
connected to the soundboard. Are you
Ah.
your B scoops on
I
Twitter?
know. Yeah.
B
Unfortunately.
scoops. No, that's fine. I just want to make sure I got it right.
Thank you, sir.
What are
Thank you,
we talking about?
Lucky.
Entertainment.
Oh, lots of
News?
entertainment.
Why is it giving me Tennessee? Are we talking about Tennessee news today?
Tennessee. What's going on in Tennessee?
Who
Actually, I'll go
knows?
look then, I guess. I don't know. That's the
Oh, you
funny
know what?
thing.
No, there's every state here.
Oh, okay.
Can I put? I'll put Boston. I don't know. I have no idea.
Sure. Nothing's going on here though.
What's hap? A friend of mine texted me just checking in, and he
Oh,
said he was witnessed by Andrews Square to a very very bad accident. Were you aware of this?
yes. Yes, I
He was
was.
he lived right there. Apparently, he witnessed it.
What happened?
I don't know exactly, but they very very bad. Did you hear any details?
I didn't. What are his details? I heard it was pretty bad because Ed Flynn said something on X. So,
Oh. No, that was it. I mean, I didn't really ask him. What do you ask him? How well he did say I don't know if the driver survived.
oh, wow.
Yikes. So,
Yeah, it sounded pretty serious from what I saw online,
I guess
but no details were really given. Like, I wasn't given like how it happened, which would have been helpful, I guess. But
yeah, let me
does it
check
really
the
matter, I suppose, when it's that horrific, I guess?
let me check the
No, but
my mic is on or off.
system problem detected.
Oh god, it sounds terrible. That Bluetooth is so funny.
Really?
Huh. I think I'm gonna try to disconnect and
Okay.
connect again. Not with you, with the other thing.
Oh,
Well,
that's
because
so
I know I got a
funny.
lot of I know you don't even know what
Yeah.
I'm doing because I'm doing
No,
so many
it's okay.
things.
Um, I guess I'll just keep talking.
Yeah, we keep
Yeah,
going.
it's okay. It happens.
Isn't that Bluetooth so
The Bluetooths are funny.
funny?
Now that's like it's crazy with the Bluetooth because I have the headsets and it's like, no, I don't want
Oh,
you to connect to that device. I want you to
I
connect to
know,
this device. And
I
it's like,
know,
okay, now I gotta
I
shut
know.
this Bluetooth off, reconnect over here. You jump on it.
Let
Oh
me
my
put some funny
gosh.
pictures up.
There you go.
Let's move us over. Oops.
We're on the Twitch on this fine Monday.
I just made us go upside down. That's about
What's
right.
going on with TikTok?
We want to
Yeah,
know.
I
Is it
know.
going to go?
We
Is
want
it
to know. He said this app has been having a lot of issues. Everyone's having issues. So that's what's going on. Yeah, I
because it's
know.
overloaded? Everybody's
So
here.
user
Everybody's on
one,
it.
so user 1122 is saying this right now on TikTok.
I
It's
see.
not just with Blue, it's the whole app. Oh wow. Okay. Wow. Yeah. Well, I'm not surprised. I think everyone's flooding this whole platform right now. Everyone's just offloading all of their content as much as they can, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. The band's about to go down. So everyone's just kind of, 7 days. It's like that horror movie, The Ring. It's like 7 days. You pick up. That's why maybe my phone rang. I bet if I picked up the phone, they were going to say 7 days. Uh, yeah, I did see that update, but I bet, I wouldn't be shocked if that update might have had something malicious. What if that had something malicious in it?
Oh, you mean they updated
Yeah.
TikTok today?
See, because this person is saying that. So why would they update when the app is about to be done?
Yeah. Well, they want to get
See,
all of
this,
our data.
yeah. Well, that's what they were saying today, and that's why people are doing,
Oh, I see.
yeah, I don't know. Pretty crazy.
Oh, I keep disappearing.
Oh, you do? Boop. So I don't know.
So your Christmas tree live went well.
It went great. Yeah.
That's good. Oops, BScoop.
2 weeks ago, they did their update. Yeah, see? So I don't know, I think there was one about a couple of days ago. So I don't know if updates never had issues before. No, I've never had issues before on this app either. And it seems like now everyone's having issues. I wouldn't be shocked if there's a huge, just big outage even before the 19th
Oh, I agree. I agree. I think
because
something
there's
very
so
dramatic
much,
is going to happen.
something very dramatic could happen. And that wouldn't shock me.
By the way, did I welcome everybody to Live at 5 with
Live at
Lucky Leary
5.
and B Scoop? He's got Boston Scoop. That's why they call
Yeah.
him B Scoop.
User 1120. Yeah. User
Monday,
1122 agrees.
January 13th. Thank you, user.
Wow.
User
Yeah.
Hooser.
So I think you're going to see something maybe happen before the 19th. I don't
Do you
know.
think anybody's going to? Oh, wait a minute. Do we have a guest request? Oh, this is the our
Huh?
user friend. Let's see if he's still
Who?
here. The user
Oh, see, I
one
can't
one
see it
two
over
two.
there.
What's
No,
going on there?
Oh,
I
yeah.
think TikTok is on the brink of destruction. And the funny thing is,
Yep.
it's not even the past 4 years. We have been saying this over and over.
Mm-hmm.
Keep in mind, this app was created in September 2016.
Mm-hmm.
It was a great app. It wasn't called TikTok. I don't know what it was called, but it wasn't called TikTok officially.
Oh,
Now,
okay.
what's going to happen is, as the years went by, we already knew we've seen the algorithm getting horrible, and unfortunately, I read a couple of documents, and it says, "Is TikTok going to be banned?" Well, the
Mm-hmm.
unfortunate thing is, ByteDance will not sell it to the America. Okay, and this is going through the Supreme Court. The problem is Trump is going to be very limited on what he can do. He talked about it with the press. I heard what he said on YouTube,
Yeah.
and it says, President Trump, what is your plan on TikTok and blah blah blah?
Yeah.
And Trump says, well, TikTok is very dear to my heart. I won by 34%, and that's by youth. And he says, we're going to get together on Monday and we'll try to see what we can do with TikTok. That's all he said. And
Mm.
from what I understand, that hearing did not go very well for the person who
Oh,
owns TikTok.
wow.
Or so TikTok, we knew at some point, we just didn't know when. It wasn't a conspiracy theory. Why do you
Yep.
think people are? And like I said before, because I've spoken to a couple of people, and they said, "Well, I'm having issues with this app. It's constantly freezing.
Yeah.
The app just stops. It just like completely stops and is dropping people left and right." And now with this going on, I mean, I've never really had issues up
Yeah.
until I had to update it.
Yeah.
Over the past 4 years, this app has been okay. I would say moderate. I wouldn't say large like it is now. A lot of people are losing their accounts. And it makes sense. Maybe TikTok is going to be banned on the 20th. Because about it. If an app is going to be banned if an app's going to be banned, why would they do anything about updating their policy, updating the app at all? Why would they do it? They're not going to. So
Right.
what's left of TikTok? That's it. Enjoy it while you
That's it.
can.
So, did you start having problems like you mean today in the last couple of days?
I would
Did
say
you see the
about 2
glitches
weeks.
for
I
2
mean,
weeks? Okay.
I did do the update. The guy mentioned an update. I did do the update. I thought that maybe the update would help. It just seems like it made it worse
Yeah.
Interesting.
It
because
looked.
the way that they're talking, that TikTok is the algorithm, and
Yeah.
information is able to be, I don't know, seeping through, and the
Mm.
software. It's a lot deeper than that. It's not just software. It's something else
How long have you been using
on
it?
it.
Yeah.
Well, it was back in 2016. Um, Man, that's a long time ago. I can.
When it first started, you
Yeah.
you jumped on because wasn't it like dancing and kids and all
It was,
that?
yeah, and that's
Yeah.
what people say. It was about dancing for kids to have fun. But as you know it,
Right.
why do you think people ask for other people's age? Because kids,
Oh,
Yeah.
it's
yeah.
not a
Yeah.
safe app. It's not a safe app, and people are like, and the Democrats are dumbfounded about it. I'm like, well,
Yeah.
how does it feel to know that you're now on both sides? Okay, because I'm
Right.
pretty sure we all have content. I don't have any content because every time I do, it gets muted or it gets taken down. I'm thinking, well, shoot, why would I do that?
Yeah.
But it's a bad apple. And so instead
Mm.
of, so the analogy, there's two analogies, okay? Number one, you have the little boy who cried wolf. That's what they did over the past 4 years. I
Yeah.
know I'm talking too fast, but try to keep up with me. There's a lot to say about this.
I'm
I'm
listening.
trying to.
Yeah.
But the thing is, when they said 3 times that TikTok was going to be banned, they said, we'll give you about a year. Okay, nothing happened. That was 23. And now they say, well, TikTok is going to go to the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
Well, okay, now, granted, you didn't have the freezing. Once in a while, you might have, but it wasn't
Mm-hmm.
glitching. Now that you have the glitching, you're starting to wonder, maybe they are going to ban TikTok for the final time. And this is why I was on Clapper all throughout the night last night. And every
Clapper?
single post, yeah, Clapper. People are changing from TikTok, and they're going to Clapper now.
Yeah, we've been over
Yes.
there.
Yeah.
Why are they going to Clapper? Because it's not so noxious or whatever you call it.
Yeah.
They're not censored on what they. Yeah, exactly. So again, at some point, we knew that TikTok was going to go, and Clapper was made in 2020.
Yes.
That's what's crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
thinking, well, that maybe, and the guy says, well, and I told him, I says, maybe I could just keep the app for 2 weeks. Let's face, I don't think the app is going to go completely. It's going to take a little while for it to go down. It's not just going to stop. It takes a little while for it to get banned.
One of the newscasters said something about India. Did they ban TikTok in India?
You know what?
They completely turned it off. Yeah.
Yeah, they said that it wasn't happening in some country. And I'm like, yeah, but it's happening here. He says, well, if that's your country. TikTok, and I thought about that. And I'm wondering, well, since it's made in China, is China using it? I don't know. I don't think so because they banned it there too.
Wait a minute. You're saying
What?
TikTok is banned in China?
That's what I
thought
heard.
that's where it all came from.
I heard that too, though.
Yeah, that is where
I
it came
heard that
from. But I
too.
thought, it's a Chinese-owned app. That's why it's called Baidu Dance.
Yeah.
And
They
what
own
about
it. They own the app.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
What about this red? What was it? Red something everyone's talking about?
Oh yeah, Red Note, I think.
Red
What?
Note.
Really?
Red Note.
I have no clue.
There's I'm gonna say rumor until I can find out or hear more
Yeah,
about it.
that's
You
what I'm
know,
gonna say.
I'll just say rumor because I don't want to confirm anything. But yeah, people are saying there's Red Note. People are signing up for it because
Yeah.
yeah, and it's sort of like a TikTok. It's like you can do sort of all the same things like you can do with the Clapper and on this platform. And
Do you think something though like the Clapper is going to do some updates and try to really be the next step to TikTok?
Well, I was watching a video of a guy saying if you guys who are coming from TikTok, I mean, Clapper is just like TikTok. You can go. I mean, the only difference is you can't cuss in the comments. I've tried that; it doesn't work.
Oh,
it's weird. I'm like, where's that comment? It's not there anymore. No, it's not. So what I'm doing is I'm testing the app. I'm simply going to test it. I want to pull the limits. I want to know what I can and cannot do. I'm not reading some policy that is 500 pages long. I ain't got time for that. No one does.
Nobody got time for that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's what TikTok does. It says, well, you got to read this 500-page file. Yeah.
I know.
I'm not doing it. As soon as I get on page 4, you have a new policy. You can screw that. I love that when TikTok does that. I'm like, nope, ain't doing that. Try again, buddy.
Not doing it.
Let me ask you, though, back to when you first started using it, what brought you to the app in 2016, to TikTok?
Honestly, I think it's helped with a lot of people with anxiety talking in public, and it gives them that platform.
Yes.
TikTok, I can't say nothing. I can say a lot of bad with, but there's a lot of good with it if it's controlled by the right people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If people would just shut their mouths and stop being all up in their feelings, this app would be perfect. But it's much easier to throw away an app than fix it.
Yeah.
Much easier. I mean, why would we fix anything? We just, toss and pretend it never happened. Well, first of all, buddy, you can't pretend it didn't happen. How are you going to do that?
And what is your understanding, though, of the reason it's being banned and the possibility of spying? What's your view on that?
Well, I mean, the spying could be a problem, potential issues there. China has ways. I mean, they own the app, so they can probably. I mean, they're scammers. I mean, they're top-notch. I wouldn't say AI, but they can use AI. They have been using AI for years, but
I guess one of the things that was brought up was that they could turn on the mic and or the camera, especially for politicians, maybe discussing sensitive topics and things of that nature, because everyone has a phone. Everyone has TikTok.
I mean, they can do that with your TVs and pretty much any technology, any kind of electronic device you have.
What are your thoughts on Oprah being behind it? Oprah Winfrey behind this at all? Somebody brought up.
Oh no! Is he back?
Is Oprah from The View? I'm thinking it's The View. That's a show.
You're thinking of Whoopi.
You don't know who Oprah fucking Winfrey is? All right. Well, thank you for coming. No, I do appreciate it, but we're going to move on. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Um, wow. Oh, this guy wants us to dial a phone number. What is it? What is that
Oh,
phone number going to
nice.
say?
I don't
That may
know.
be the extended warranty that we were looking for. They were looking for
Oh,
you.
wait, someone said Citizens United versus FEC's behind it.
Yes. You know, one of the creators that I follow posted that there is an organization, and I will find it for you
Yeah.
momentarily because they have something Liberty. What the heck? Can I see my own? I have to switch accounts here. Already, I'm already in my account. Hold on.
Oh,
I got too many accounts.
well, that was great to hear.
Yeah, thank you for
And
coming up. I didn't. I
that
was joking when I said you don't know who
he,
Oprah is, but
oh,
I mean, who does? Is there anyone on the planet besides that guy that doesn't know who Oprah is? Project Liberty is a movement of people who want to take back control of their lives in the digital age, but apparently they're filing some sort of motions or something.
oh,
Yeah, maybe the locomotion. Do the
I don't know, but
locomotion
isn't that interesting?
tonight.
He had glitch issues. I had glitch issues,
Yeah,
and
I've noticed a few.
yeah,
Go ahead.
and he's not wrong about the content
I have the wrong
being
glasses on.
removed. I've heard that for a long time, though. I
Yeah.
heard that a while ago. Even a year or two back, comments would disappear, and even
Well, there is
today, yeah,
moderation. I mean, there has been moderation on YouTube and Twitch and many platforms for years and years now. Like you can customize your filter to filter out words that you don't want,
right,
and people can do that. So if even if it's something that's not offensive to you,
right,
someone just may not want that topic in their chat. Now it's funny. I'm getting a message:
okay.
filter unwanted comments on my screen.
Really? Well, it's probably that scammer. Someone said it was Diddy posting his phone number. I don't know.
And here are the categories: spam comments. These are comments that are disruptive or repetitive,
Really?
potentially unkind comments. That these comments are suggestive, mean
Uh-huh.
spirited, or stereotyping towards another group. So
Okay.
I'm going to take those off. I'm going to say everybody say whatever
Yeah.
you want,
Yeah,
and we'll
really.
take it from there. Because you know
It,
one thing, don't you be
right.
Scoop?
Yeah, you have, yeah. Well, it's like I
TikTok, you
always
do
say.
stop.
You have to know how to read first, and then you have to be able to comprehend to be insulted by a word.
Yes,
So I'm
yes,
all about freedom of speech.
yes.
That's where
Me
I
too.
stand.
And
You
I
can't just
think
nitpick.
no, you know it was almost like though my family Catholic, right?
Right,
But we weren't very religious, and I am not religious whatsoever. I am atheist and
right.
all of that. But my mother would say she was like a shopping cart Catholic.
Yep.
She would just pick the things that she liked. I said, "Well, what sense does this make?" I mean, when you start telling people there's a magic, ghost flying in the sky impregnating teenagers, they'll believe anything. My God.
Are they
I'm a
drones?
no, it's the Holy Spirit
Right, the Holy Spirit.
or the Holy Ghost.
Right.
Nah,
But now they call it the drones.
that's right.
Right.
I
Yeah,
rewatched a clip of SNL the other day when they were doing the Five Timers Club with Martin Short. Did you see it? And Tina
yes.
Fey came in and
Yeah.
everybody, and she goes, I want to make a confession. I'm
Yeah.
flying the drones, all of them.
Did you see Tom Hanks never had the COVID?
That
Uh,
was perfect. Oh,
oh, because remember the rumor, well, they're fabricating it. Really doesn't have it. And,
oh my God, I got
uh,
another picture from my vault. I
oh my
put some new
gosh.
ones
But
up.
yeah, this is the final week, I'd say. I mean, everyone needs to have a party and everyone has to
This
start
is the
talking. And
countdown.
it could be, or it's the countdown to a new beginning,
It could,
of
yeah,
TikTok,
countdown to a new day, a new
a new
app.
day.
Listen, mark my words, B Scoop. Something dramatic is going to happen. I'm not saying
I think
negatively.
so. Everyone tuning in. We've got
I'm
quite.
saying
Hmm.
a new app is going to say, "Hey, we got
Yeah.
all the same features."
Oh, I know.
Um,
Now, I want to say this, and I didn't get to tell him. I said, now today I was on Clapper and I was on live with another person. I forgot to mention this. He was driving a truck
oh yeah.
and he was in Baltimore. And he said, yeah, he left this platform and he went to Clapper a while back because he
Mm.
said all the other streaming platforms kept taking down his content and they kept taking down every time he'd go live while he's on the road. So
Oh.
this is how he kind of like stays focused and, doesn't, well,
Well,
hopefully
could you?
doesn't fall asleep at the wheel. So, so
Well,
instead he'll text.
did he? Was he showing his road? I mean, the road.
Yeah,
He
the
had the
road.
camera
Yeah.
facing the
Yep.
road while he was.
Hmm.
It wasn't Large Marge by any chance, was it? Because she's been not with us. She will not be down for dinner tonight.
Oh my gosh.
We have a lot of fun. I think those
Oh.
chicken tenders kicked in. I'm feeling great,
Boop,
everybody.
boop, boop, boop.
Baby, if you are looking at this, we have a video stream going, multi-streaming on other platforms. Come on over while you still can to
This is
TikTok
it, folks.
and
It's
join us here. You can ask a question. You can
ask a
come live.
question.
But in the near future, we are going to start implementing another way that people on the
Yeah.
other apps can join us because I
Perfect.
have the technology.
You have the ways.
This is like our eighth show,
Yeah.
and I'm glad we're doing it. I think
Yeah.
that we've got some uncertain times ahead, but
Yeah.
certainly we will just keep going, keep moving. What do you think? Anybody in our comments want to come up and say something
I'm
about?
just hoping California doesn't fall into the Pacific Ocean. I mean,
Oh, it's going to.
did you see I don't know, they were talking about the potential of a massive earthquake over there.
Oh, I didn't see that. That's all we
Yes.
need. That's all
Oh
we
my
need. Are
gosh,
you
come
kidding
on.
me?
Yeah, due to all the activity, I don't know how that impacts. It's just crazy.
Maybe I should be over here.
So,
Can you see the comments okay?
oh yeah, it's perfect.
I want to be
Oh yeah, I can see them.
aware. Although, what can I do? I can put myself
So,
like that.
it's crazy, you know?
Well, it's
I don't
happening.
know.
Oh,
Someone said large march.
keep top, you do.
Yeah, who
Stop.
else
Keep.
remember? Somebody else left at the large march.
Well,
Oh yeah, 7 more days. I know. Look out now.
this live is gay.
Oh,
Well, I mean,
we
listen.
know.
Look at the hat, baby. Look at the hat.
Isn't everything gay?
And I just want
What
to
is
tell
it?
you,
It's
I want to tell you,
2025. Get with the program.
anybody that anybody that is saying any type of
Right.
bigotry or what have
We
you,
love it.
in my many years, we love it.
Not helping.
TikTok, you do stop. No, I have found, I don't know about you, BScoop, but most people that say these things, these terrible things, are usually like just questioning their own
Right.
smetchmuality, because I don't even think we can say that word.
Right.
But Jesse's having a field day in the
I know. I
comments.
love it. Thank you so much, Jesse.
Yeah, let's get everybody worked up.
Uh,
Everybody, let's get all worked up. Let's march in the streets. Let's gonna have a day of love at the Capitol.
so yeah, let's hope not that the TikTok is not knocked off.
But see, just like I said about C19 that pushed us into a digital age where we had to do
Right.
everything online and we just had to figure out how to do it and that
Yeah.
it was appropriate, right?
Hmm.
Remote working. Oh my God, can you imagine? They didn't even want me to go have lunch. I mean, work from home. What does
I
he
know.
think he's doing in the middle of the day eating? Well, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I gotta eat.
You're not
But
allowed to.
but this now has shined the light on this kind of communication
Yeah.
and the popularity, and that we want it and that we need it, and that there will be others if again this magically poof is gone.
Yeah.
We do have now other ways.
Oh yeah.
You know, like Zoom. Zoom was around long before C19, but boy, did
Oh
it
yeah.
pop because it was the
Yeah.
only game in town. Then you get a couple of others that come
Oh,
along.
that's for sure.
But they're still, you know, I mean, they were the first to kind of perfect
Oh yeah.
things, update it, you know, all of those
And look
things.
at them now. I mean, they're making a fortune.
Oh, a fortune. Their stock went through
So
the roof. And then, of course,
yeah.
medical providers, right? We all did doctor
Oh yeah.
appointments over that, over teleconference.
Yep.
And they were using Zoom for me initially. And then they, you know, over the last couple of years, developed their own sort of medical
Yeah.
Zoom where it's, I guess, more secure, some baloney. But what
Right.
about my chart? The
Oh
digitization
yeah.
of
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
chart. That's great. Oh, there's Whoopi on the screen. Maybe somebody saw Whoopi.
Oh,
Maybe that guy. Who's Oprah Winfrey?
was that our friend that said that?
I don't know. One
Uh,
of the well, yeah, our guest. I mean, I just don't like. Is there anybody really? I mean, she goes to remote parts of Africa and builds
uh,
schools and like she's an. Oh no! You know what? Now that I say,
she
she
didn't.
went shopping like in Paris one time. Now she was Oprah still, but they wouldn't let her look at the expensive bags. And
Right.
so
Oh, really?
I realized maybe there are some people that don't know Oprah.
Oh.
And we're not going to say the name Diddy. Don't try to trick me. I'm
Uh-oh.
not going to say it.
Don't do it.
It's enough you got me talking about Oprah every stream.
Oprah's gonna want a payout
She's going to want
for all the time. It's
residuals.
probably Oprah in the chat room.
You think so?
I know so.
Now, is this it?
Well, excuse me for living Anita Bryant.
Oh, she won't be down for dinner, but that's not the one I wanted. I thought I
Oh.
put it in here.
Oh, which maybe.
Do this one?
Check it.
Oh,
Oh my
Lord.
gosh.
Oh, we're having fun. Let me get the modem going, and then
Oh, there you
I'm
go.
going to fax this over to you.
How's your
Are you
5G?
getting it? 5G. Yeah, that's enough to make your ears bleed. To talk about 5G. Jesus.
Oh my gosh. What are they doing to us all?
I really got to label these better.
Let's hope
I
nothing.
don't know no Paul Leary.
Hey, neither do I. I don't know no Paul. Ain't nobody got time for that. Boom, 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 boom. Imagine. Oh, I'm probably going to get copyrighted for playing that little snippet of TikTok. You don't stop.
No, Oprah won't say anything.
No, because that theme music that I play, you know, that
Oh yeah.
even though I have the right to play it, I got to submit a dispute. I got to write a letter. I got to call the president, the
No, just have
CEO.
ChatGPT handle it.
Oh, I do. No, I wrote a cover letter with Chat GPT, and I said, oh, you know what? That's what I wanted to say. I'm going to use it. Click, click, copy, paste, click, send.
Click, copy, paste, send.
I said, I don't really even
Server
want. I
down.
don't even really want this job anyway. I want this job. I
Right.
want to get back to the spotlight,
Oh my gosh.
and BScoop will take me there.
Yes.
So, what other interesting things did you find out today?
So I found that out about you can drive. So I can stream live now and go crazy and knock people down in my
Oh, on
vehicle.
Clapper.
So I
That's
can be on
great.
the clapper because this trucker told me, and he said, go for it. He said, if you like drive around and be live, go on here. So I said, oh, okay. That's good to know. I didn't know that because I saw him driving.
Yeah.
So I went into his live to see
Oh,
what
and,
was
and you
up.
actually asked him that question in the chat, or did you go
No,
up?
no, we were talking in the on his
Oh, you
live.
were actually talking.
Yeah, he let me
Oh,
in to talk because he must just talk to everybody. He says he just lets everybody in, so which is fun,
yeah.
you know.
Excellent.
Yeah, really nice. And he was in Baltimore, so
What was he hauling? Did you ask?
I did not.
What are you hauling?
What are you hauling, man?
Those truck drivers, again, it takes these national tragedies to get us to realize how insecure we are. We need these truck
Yeah,
drivers to bring the goods from the train or the plane
yeah,
to the streets and to the door of the store.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Totally.
they really are the lifeblood. Can you imagine though? I have seen some of the everything's recorded, right? People record
yeah.
everything. Where one of the truck drivers was calling his dispatch saying, I gotta take a break. They want you to be there in a certain time or whatever to
Right.
drop off the stuff. He says, listen, I just gotta rest. And they're screaming, don't you rest, don't you pull over, run down, you're not gonna get a Christmas cookie. Wow.
Oh,
That's what, and you know what I think we might be headed towards as well
What?
is a 4-day week
good.
with all this automation. Good.
What do you mean? What are they going to do with the other 3? Just delete them like TikTok?
No, I mean like that 3-day
know.
weekend, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, watch this.
oh, I got. Why do
They
I think
start
it's
printing
damn-
out calendars with just 4 days in the week. It's like, oh, they got rid of Monday.
Yeah.
It's outlawed.
Well, which I guess Friday would start the weekend, right? So
Yeah, I guess so, right?
well,
Well,
the
not if you have
people
to. Oh, yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then what? No more Friday?
and no, Friday would start the weekend, would become part of Friday, Saturday, Sunday
yeah.
would be the weekend.
Yeah.
And then back to work Monday.
Back to work Monday.
I suppose. I mean,
I say, why not?
well, because this country, I mean, honest to God, I've had these bosses and managers. I mean, especially in radio, I know you got to be on every day, all the time, but like,
Oh, yeah.
I was doing traffic reporting and these 2 lovely morning show in Miami. Like, they couldn't
Yeah.
even get, was it Thanksgiving or the day after off? And they had a great morning show, big ratings. Oh, no, can't get it. We got to talk to people going into the Best Buy, and we got to give them music as they're shopping so they're happy. I mean, what?
What did you get? What did you buy? And why? I don't know. Just to have it. I just
I'm
need
glad
to
though
have
that
crap
those
in my life.
craziness has died down a little bit. I think with the shopping at the holiday time, hasn't it?
Yeah,
Where
it really has. Well, number one, you can't find anyone to work it. I mean, everyone just quits
Well, they
now.
don't want to. I mean, they
I don't
want.
blame them.
After C-19, quality of life became right in our face.
Right.
We want to enjoy family, friends, and loved ones.
Most definitely.
What is life about? Going to deal with these
Going to
cranky
bed.
people at 4 a.m. that want to buy,
Right. Buy crap.
180 square
Crap.
foot television. Oh, you're not a co-host. Somebody named Jack wants to come up. Jack looks young. I can't see. We'll put him on and then we'll see
Great.
if we drop him. Jack, what say you? How old are you?
24.
Okay. What's going on today?
I'm gay, but what is that hat makes what?
So what?
You can't read it?
No, that's why I'm criticizing you.
What do you mean? What is the criticism? I haven't heard it.
Make America gay again?
Yeah.
Oh.
You thought it stopped being gay?
No. Is that what you took it to mean?
Well, why would you make it again?
Well, first of all, it's sort of a joke. It was more of a fundraiser.
Yeah, obviously. It's a
Yeah.
joke.
But, there has been a lot of legislation, especially the last time this orange president came into power.
No one's
Taking the
against
right.
gays, they're just against trans.
Oh, well, that's not right either, you see.
I mean, I'm not for that.
Well, who cares? You don't get to make the
Then
decisions
why
for
are
other
you
people.
why are you complaining about gays?
I wasn't. I was talking about Oprah Winfrey.
It says
What are
make
you listening
America
to?
gay again.
It's a hat. If I wear a
Yeah.
Boston Red Sox hat, doesn't mean I'm
Okay,
pitching.
so wear a hat. It says make America great again.
Oh, no. America is great, Jack. You aren't the Jack
don't
that
think
owns Twitter, are you?
You don't think America's great? I'm sure of that.
I
Oh,
just
is this who
said
keeps writing in the aliens and Oprah?
no.
Oh.
This is someone else. Jack, 24 years old. What's your beef? You're conservative?
No, I'm a liberal.
So why are you coming after me? I'm more liberal than you.
Yeah, that's why I don't like you.
But you just said you're liberal.
I don't like people more liberal than me.
All right, I'm the same
Oh.
liberal as you then. I'm equal.
No, you're not.
How do you know?
'Cause of that hat.
Oh, you wouldn't wear this hat?
Never.
I'm sending you a hat.
I will burn it.
What kind of hats do you wear?
I don't wear hats.
You don't wear any kind of hats? Do you have a head? Now listen, Jack, there was a reason you came up here. You thought that this hat meant that America stopped
Right.
being gay and you're a liberal?
I think that you're fighting imaginary dragons.
I'm fighting imaginary dragons.
No, those are the drones.
Oh, that's right, BScoop. The drones.
Right, the
Tell them about
drones.
the drones.
Come on, like, can you be a decent person and actually have a conversation?
Jack, I'm speaking to you. This is what
No,
I'm
you're
saying.
not speaking to me. You're imagining dragons.
Imagining dragons. I don't know what you mean. I'm telling you the truth.
Yeah, you're doing it right now.
I'm doing it right now. B-Scoop, I know I'm a
Okay.
little loopy today.
Yeah,
but do you
I'm
agree
lost
that
on
am
it.
I,
Yeah, you're
am I
disingenuous.
disingenuous? How about
Yes.
what about entertaining? Have you had any entertainment from this?
Yes, but like
What do you think of the TikTok ban,
information
though?
is not meant to be entertaining.
Oh.
Says Jack, 24 years old. What
Well,
Oh
there
my
you
about this?
go.
god, yes, I know that information is not supposed to be entertainment.
How about the TikTok ban? What are your thoughts?
Oh, fuck yes.
Okay.
Ban it.
So you don't care that you're going to lose all this.
Oh, fuck yes.
Perfect.
Take it away.
Take it away,
Well,
Jack.
they're going to. 7 days.
And then what will you do?
Maybe humans will interact like people.
Humans
That
will
would be
interact.
great.
Who did you vote for, Jack?
I didn't vote this year
Why is that?
because I was moving.
To another planet?
Oh my god. You're just a genuous asshole.
Oh, well.
Gonna sing you a rainbow.
Goodbye, Jack. Thank you.
With all my might.
Jack, I want to thank you for coming up. That was very entertaining.
Someone said go figure
no
a liberal
hard
against
feelings.
someone against free speech as a liberal.
I don't even know what just happened. Jack, I think, was gay and a liberal, and he was totally transfixed on
And
what
he's
this hat
trans.
meant. What he makes the rules. You didn't know that
Right.
Jack was making the rules of what things are.
That's
Me,
right.
and you can't be entertaining when you talk. And I want this app that I'm on banned. Ban myself. You can ban
What is
yourself
that?
right now, Jack. Just delete your account. I banned Jack. I did it. There you go.
Boom.
Who else? I
Well, he
brought
doesn't-
somebody else up, but they didn't come up. I guess I missed
Oh,
them.
that's
Sorry
all
about
right.
that.
Well, I mean, it was very interesting. It's telling again. It's like I said. First, you have to know how to read. I mean, before you can comprehend. So
I'm really
know?
reflecting on that because he
it was
sounded
very telling.
sincere,
Yes,
but he sounded a little angry. Like,
because he misinterpreted what he
yeah,
thought he comprehended correctly, which
Yeah.
was incorrect. Which is very telling of where we're at.
yeah.
Really.
This
You
is
know?
quite an experiment, this
Yeah.
TikTok. People coming
No,
together.
really.
Well, in a way, though, I'm wondering, we always say we're more similar than we are dissimilar, or whatever that saying is, right? Are we really? Because we're talking a lot more now, but there seems to
Right.
be, I mean, maybe we got to talk it out. I mean,
Yeah.
talking things out is a very healthy way.
Well, see, I think talking it out, even if people don't agree, is the best thing to do. It's when it's this screaming and it's just like, okay.
I should have wore this hat day one. Got 9 people in here.
Clearly. Yeah, but who can interpret that hat to what it really means?
I mean, it's from the Human Rights Campaign. It
Well,
was
I
making
wouldn't
fun
tell
of.
them.
It was making fun
So,
of all the, MAGA stuff. And let
yeah.
me tell you, when I wore this, and I think I posted it on Facebook, you don't know
Uh-huh.
how many people. They didn't ask me. They asked my friend, "Oh my God, is he MAGA?" I said, "These
Right.
people don't even know me."
Wow.
Oh no, that might have been another one. I have another one.
Well, this kid was just someone that clearly was just given everything, though, because you couldn't even be liberal. He had to be the most liberal in the room. He had to be the tallest. He had to be the loudest. He had to be the best dressed. He doesn't wear hats. He doesn't wear clothes. I don't know what to tell you.
I got another hat.
I don't know what he
Got a
wanted. And he didn't know.
BScoop.
He also didn't know who Oprah was.
Oh,
I,
that's an
you know,
automatic ban in this
I,
room. If you
I,
don't know who
now I
Oprah is,
think that should be a question. Do people even know who Oprah is?
how
Whether you
old are you,
like
and do you
her,
know who
whether or
Oprah
not
is?
you like her or hate her. I mean,
Have you
or
seen
don't even.
this hat?
First, you have to know them to have a like or a hate.
Do you know what this hat means, BScoop? Yeah.
Where's Jack? Oh
Jack.
boy.
Yeah, Jack, I changed my hat. Come back. Tell me what you think of this one.
Well,
Can you
now he's
imagine?
happy. I think Jack's very happy. He just called us on the other line, so
Oh, he's texting me.
he's
He was
texting.
flirting with me. He says, "Oh, Jack."
All this over a TikTok ban. Who knew?
He wants to ban himself. What does that mean? Oh, he got so happy his voice went changed. It went up an octave. I want it banned. You're on it, Jack.
He was on a roll.
Yeah, he was rolling all right. He was
Yeah.
rolling in it.
Well, he should go back to comprehension.
Whew. Let's look at the headlines. What were we
There
talking
we go.
about? I don't even
The
know.
TikTok ban.
Oh, of course.
And
Everybody.
everyone's communicating, and which is true. Everyone's communicating on here, but Jack wants everyone to be at his house communicating with just him. So,
I wonder if he
go
likes.
see him.
Do you think Jack likes family group text messages, or is that too much for him?
Well, he has to be the best at everything he says.
Um, oh, IRS
What's
is
your
sending
name?
out.
Candy. And then he said, "I hate trans people."
Oh, well, that's when I really lost respect for her,
Wow.
because I'm not going to put up with that.
Right. Then you should
I
definitely know
am.
who Oprah is.
I mean, one of the things it's so funny about humanity. I can clearly see that
I know.
there was an effort to dumb down people,
Oh yeah.
especially with history. I mean, there have been human beings of every flavor since the beginning of flavors, and in every culture, in every community, in every village, in every hut, everywhere. So, and not only that, every animal, every species, there is every kind of relationship, same sex and otherwise, everywhere. But you don't learn about it because, oh God, I gave myself a headache. Now, it says here 2 hours ago from the Associated Press that the
Yeah.
IRS is going to be sending out automatic stimulus payments. And who's getting them? Hello, I
For
better be
what?
on that list. I don't know, stimulus. Don't you want to be stimulated?
Not anymore.
I should have followed Jack. I want to see what he does
I
next. A pleasant surprise.
Yeah. He has potential.
I thought you were going to say pretentious.
That too.
That too.
He's got to be the best.
Oh God,
was
with
just
Anita
too
Bryant.
fun.
Have you seen all the gays posting the memes about Anita Bryant?
Oh.
They're so funny. Rest in
So-
pie. That's
so
what I
everyone's
like.
having a field day over this.
Well, she
Still.
was. Well, see, again, I was in Miami, and so that's where she lived, and that's where this crusade started. In Miami-Dade
right.
County, they wanted to ban gay people from being teachers and other things.
Yeah.
And it became, it wanted a city ordinance and a law.
Right.
But there was one woman, and she was actually very good friends with Anita Bryant.
Mhm.
And she said on the city council or something, Ruth, and I just forgot her last name, Ruth. But she got up at a council meeting
Yeah.
on TV and said, once we take the rights away from one segment of the population, whose
Right.
rights do we take away next? And
Right.
that was it. And also, I'll say one last thing about that. It was in the early 70s, and there was a very well known radio DJ in Miami, very
Yeah.
popular. His name was Neil Rogers. And he, at that time, you remember, it was not, you weren't open. People were not out of the
Right.
closet, right?
Right.
He came out on the air and in the newspaper, openly gay. He was the number one talent in Miami. He was making like $2 million a year.
Wow.
He was that popular. His show was that good.
Wow.
And he put it all on the line because of Anita Bryant.
Wow.
Excuse me for living, Anita
Yeah,
Bryant.
really.
My God.
So
What
it
else
still
is
goes
happening?
on.
Somebody wants
know.
to come up. Let me see. Charles is coming up.
Oh, Charles. I know
Hey,
what
you
Charles.
like-
I like your hat.
I
What's
know
it?
what Charles.
Say,
Is this Charles?
make
What's your
Trump
last name?
deaf, Ryan.
Do you know
I
that's
like
Hi,
your
how
hat.
are you?
that's Donald
I'm
Trump's
so getting
family's real
tired of
name?
Trump. Now
What's
Yeah.
that?
they threaten if you're illegal that they can get you. There's a phone number you can call to go and
No.
harass them.
No.
What is it? What do they have?
A phone number? Like to
Yeah,
call
phone
ICE?
number. Yeah, call
Really?
ICE and turn them in.
Really?
When was
Yeah,
that
they're-
announced?
yesterday or something. I was turning on the news. I was like, these people really are.
Oh,
And they
wow.
think that the bill that got passed, you know why it didn't get passed? Because Congress stopped the bipartisan bill too when Trump called Mike Johnson. But
Oh,
they
yeah.
don't believe that.
That's
They
right.
believe everything. They believe the lies about Gavin Newsom and the wildfires. Because
It's
when I read
terrible.
it, it says Trump lies and then it says Truth Social. Yeah, I'm gonna believe Truth Social. Get out of here, people.
I call it truthless social.
And then they blame
Truthless.
the water
The
outage.
drones.
Have they had a water outage shortage for a long time?
I think so. I think there's been an issue,
In
ongoing issue, though.
California? Yeah.
In
Yeah.
California?
Yeah.
Yes, I believe there's been a lot. It's been talked about for quite a while.
Yeah.
I think it's just kind of finally reaching
Just
our,
right.
all of
But
our
think
radar.
of the amount of water that they have needed so far. I mean,
Oh, yeah. I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
Some-
because of a drought. Yeah.
not only that, but the water that they already used fighting the fire from day one. They've
Mhm.
had to use so much water.
yeah.
Yeah.
And, this is not a
Come
regular
around.
fire with these high winds. That's the other element. There's no firefighter that can stop the
Oh.
wind.
No.
That's true.
Only Marjorie
And then
Taylor
they
Greene
talk
can do
about
that.
Right.
airplanes. Yeah, I'm gonna fly my airplane to a fire genius,
Right.
and when I can't see 100 feet above me or below me.
Airplanes, what? Civilian airplanes to dump what? Buckets of water?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other one is they had bags in the water and they're gonna dump it on the fire or in the purse. There's so much misinformation, but people don't dump it.
That was like the photo going around of Joey B throwing that bucket of water. It was
Yeah. It was so dumb. Do any of y'all live in California?
no.
No.
No, I'm
What
on
part
the
of the
East Coast.
Yeah, what part of the country are you in?
Houston, Texas.
Oh, okay.
Crazy
Houston.
conservative state.
Did you get snow?
She hadn't had snow in like 5 years. Maybe
That was
longer.
Dallas, I think. had
I just
snow.
said
If you
that
call it
yesterday.
Well, you get like the end of a roof of snow, like a corner.
Yeah.
What about the thing with the electric grid that they had a couple years ago because it got so cold and all that? Has there been any improvement on that in Texas?
No, because Greg Abbott is an idiot. And
Oh, he
didn't
is an
spend the
idiot.
money to fix it because he didn't think it would be needed. They didn't winterize it because
Yeah,
of where
right.
it gets cold here, so that's why they didn't do it.
Right.
Yeah.
And he just announced too about flying the flag at full staff on
Yeah.
inauguration day. Greg
So
Abbott,
that
didn't
piece
he?
of crap. Yeah, he did.
So disrespectful. I mean, that's just the history. It just so happens that's the way it happened.
Right.
You know?
Why is he trying to have inauguration early? What is that about?
What do you mean early?
Like on the 19th.
Oh, he's having a rally. Yeah,
Oh,
I don't know
yeah.
what that's all
Oh,
about.
a rally. Yeah, I heard that.
What is
What's
that
his
about?
stupid- I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe it's going to be another day of love.
Kind of. Yeah, another.
Love and coming together. What is the stupidest things you think he's gonna say? Like 5 of them on your head.
Oh God, I'm not even gonna watch. I didn't watch the first. I can't bring myself to watch it.
You watch it and you're like, guy, he could literally call you stupid and y'all would laugh. Like when
Yeah.
he said, I don't care about you, I want your votes. They just laughed in the
They just
back.
Yeah,
laugh.
he actually says it, and they go, "Oh, let's vote for him."
No, that's for him. I don't have a brain in my head.
Man, are we in for a wild ride? It may not only be the end of TikTok; it may be
Day
the end of
one.
the republic.
And fuck Elon Musk and wanting to buy land,
Who?
government land. What a piece of crap.
Elon?
He is.
Elon? Did
Yeah,
you say
Wait, what did he
yeah.
do?
he wants to buy government land to do what?
Oh,
More servers?
Stuff like that. Just
more
government
drones.
land. More drones, maybe.
The
He's
Musk
Trump's
robot
president.
army.
Elon, President Musk. He should just be.
Oh,
They
yeah.
like billionaires, so why don't he just? Trump would go to jail if he stepped down, right?
Well, I appreciate you coming up. This is a. What do you think of the TikTok ban? Did we ask you that?
Well, people have TikTok shop and it makes $10 billion. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's gonna go anywhere because
yeah.
it's the only one that has the TikTok shop.
That's it. We're talking about real money. That's the excellent point. We always think of you and I, we're talking, we're laughing, people are dancing. No, no, no. There are businesses selling merchandise. Did you
Yep.
say 10 billion? I didn't know that number, but
10
that
billion.
is significant. That is significant. I mean,
Yeah.
I remember I used to watch for some reason, probably during the lockdown, there were some people in England, they owned a candy shop, and I watched them make candy, and then they sold it through the TikTok shop,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so all right, Houston, I'm glad you are down there in Texas, and keep it going, keep it blue, or try to make it blue, I should say.
I would like to.
All right, good to talk to you, Charles.
That's why I left the Republican Party because everything they want to cut things that people need. Cut what do they want to cut? What is it called when you get money for food and all that?
Yeah, food stamps, yeah.
Food
Oh,
stamps.
food
Snap.
stamps.
But wait a minute,
SNAP. They don't
SNAP.
really care about SNAP.
You said you used to
Okay.
be a Republican. When did that change?
I think after Bush.
The W or the first Bush?
Um,
The second Bush? He wasn't going to fool you again, was he?
no. No, after
right.
no new taxes.
Oh, that was the first. That was Papa Bush.
No new taxes.
Yeah.
I
Read
remember that.
my hips. Read my hips. I'm not gonna break my hip.
You're not right.
I
Who remembers Ross Perot?
was gonna vote for him too.
Oh, yeah?
A lot of people.
Yeah.
Rem-
I was stupid.
remember
I thought
that.
a businessman would be great.
Well, we all know how that turned out.
I know.
Ross Perot, but that was so weird. Remember, like he dropped out and then came back in at the last minute. Like, what
Yeah, that's right.
was that? Who did that impression?
It was Dana Carvey.
Yeah,
Dana
Dana Carvey.
Carvey,
Can
yeah,
I
that
finish?
he did a
Can
good
I
job.
finish?
Can I finish?
I love Dana
Can I
Carvey.
finish?
Do you,
You know-
listen to his podcast? He has a podcast with David Spade. Dana
I
Carvey.
need to because he hasn't done anything with his acting career.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, you got to listen to this. He
know.
does all his impressions on the podcast.
But wait a minute, he's back on Saturday Night Live because they're doing their 50th year, and he's
Oh,
been
yeah.
doing a lot of the
Yeah,
opening,
that's right. He's
been
the
on
cold
there.
open.
I saw
and-
the movie was good, but it was a lot
Yeah.
about like how it got started. There was a lot going on in that movie.
Yes, it was. It went,
Oh,
it
yeah,
went
the
really fast.
movie,
You saw
right.
the movie. I did too.
Yeah,
It was,
but it's confusing because there's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on. It moves
There's
real
a lot,
fast.
yeah.
Which I think they were trying to capture that craziness leading up to the first
Yeah.
show.
They were how crazy it was.
But it was. I could see how the regular public kind of couldn't keep up. It
I had
wasn't
a hard time.
It wasn't a page by page like introducing Jane Curtin and doing a little backstory where they
Yeah.
came from. No. It was
Yeah, I
about
wish they would have done a backstory.
It was about Lorne and the production actually being
Yeah,
going to air. So,
it was more about production than anything.
well, okay, Charles, I'm going to let you go. We'll talk to you another time, hopefully.
How did the lady in the movie die? The one that did she have illness? The one that was on the main
Oh,
show?
Gilda?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh
I
yeah,
think she
yeah,
had, it was cancer.
yeah,
right. Yeah, I
yeah,
missed her
Yeah,
for that.
that was so tragic.
yeah.
Yeah,
That was sad because she thought she was going to beat it, and
Yeah,
oh, I
wasn't she
remember that.
married to an actor?
Yeah, Gene Wilder.
yeah, Eugene.
Yeah, when he said Wild, I was surprised. I
Yeah,
was like, really? They're not even close in age.
yeah.
But they fell in love. It was
What the
magic.
hell am I?
He was so devastated.
Oh my
Have you
god.
ever seen him in a cowboy movie?
Are you thinking of the Three Amigos? Because my mind just went right to that. Because I
There's
was
some
thinking,
movie I turned it on and he's in it and then he end
oh,
up in jail. I gotta go look it up.
Oh, I think that might be Blazing Saddles.
Was
Was
he
he
in
in that?
Blazing
oh, Blazing
Saddles?
Saddles.
Yeah, I want to see it. It's
Oh,
good though.
yeah. Oh, it's a classic. Go turn it on right now after you watch
I
us.
will. All right, thanks.
Bye,
Yeah.
Charles.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye.
Charles.
Oh, I
Thank you
like
so much.
Charles. There's
Charles
Charles.
was great. Yeah.
He was great, everybody.
Isn't that great?
Isn't that wonderful? You see,
Wonderful.
he wasn't going to be fooled again by the bushes. I'm so glad. Charles, big round of applause.
Yeah, everyone follow Charles. It's the final 7 days anyway
Yeah.
of the app. So
I
just
follow
follow
it.
everyone follow each other. We'll all hold hands as we collapse.
Somebody
on
just
the
said
app.
karma is coming for Trump very soon.
Oh.
When? Did you know, by the way, today, the 13th, is the 4-year anniversary of his second impeachment?
Oh, wow. No, I wasn't keeping track of the anniversaries to be.
Well, my phone reminded me.
Oh, I'm glad Siri's on top of it.
Drumpf. Are you seeing the pictures? Do you have another stream going or no?
Oh, I don't.
I'll say if anybody is watching on another platform, please follow, like, share, join us everywhere. BScoop has the Boston Scoop.
Scoop.
He has
Or
the
Scoop.
Scoop, or Scoops, or the Scoop. Oh
Kitty
yeah, that's
Scoops.
right. You're the Scoop on a couple of places.
Right. All over.
But it's the same picture, so look for that B.
That's right.
That's what I always do.
Plan B.
You know, I'm going to send you somebody. Oh, somebody wants to come up. I wish there was a
Okay.
better. Who's this?
Sure.
Let's see. Let's see. Is it TY?
Oh, Ty. Is it
TY.
Ty?
Ty? What say you? Hello.
Okay, so I
Hey,
have a
Ty,
question.
welcome.
He's got a
My first-
question. Yeah.
My first question is, so you know how we're gonna have inauguration day? Isn't it like on Monday?
Yeah.
Yes.
Next Monday, yeah.
Okay, great. And you know how a former president is not alive anymore?
Yes.
So I don't know how true it is. You know how there were some different opinions on if it should be a like half mass.
Yes.
So who was it? It was someone that was talking about that it was not going to be at half mast during his inauguration. Is that true?
The only thing I've heard is in Texas, they came out and said,
Oh yeah, it
The-
was
the governor.
Greg Abbott that
Yeah.
said that during. But
But
at
the-
the
I mean, that's the protocol. You see, we don't always think of these things, but there are protocols and rules in place about how long the flag should be at half mast and all that. And that just happens to be during the inauguration. Why does he think it's all about him all the time?
well, I mean, I believe inauguration day is a big day, right?
Yeah, but Jimmy
Yeah.
Carter's dead. It just happens
Oh,
to be
yeah.
on the same day. Why does the flag have to be all the way up?
I mean, I think it's very sad when someone passes away.
Yeah.
Right, but he was a former president, and that just is the
Who did
protocol.
nothing really.
But that's the protocol they've always followed. Doesn't matter whether you liked him or not. We're talking about the flag being up or half, right? What's
Yes.
the big deal? I mean, it's an honor. I mean, we're
We
honoring.
should honor people who did great things for our country, right?
Of course. Who did you vote for?
I voted for the incoming president.
Oh Lord. Why'd you do that?
Because I believe that he's going to bring like what America is supposed to be.
And what is that?
And someone who support like is for the American dream, only cares about America.
And what is that? Be specific. What are you referring to as the American dream?
Wanting to come here, wanting to work hard,
Yeah.
wanting to show pride in your country.
Right. What if we're already here and we do those things? How about that?
I mean, there are a lot of people that are here. Some are
And
unwanted.
Some of them are here and they love their country.
And you think that Jose Ibarra loved our country?
Let me ask you, did you see my hat that I'm wearing?
I mean, you guys are mad that we call Harris's name wrong, but then you do that. That makes you a hypocrite.
Well,
and I don't like
that's
hypocrites.
Nope. I asked you
That's,
if you.
that's funny.
That's specifically why I brought that up, because if you know the history of the Trumps, their
Trumps.
their real name, they changed it from Drumpf to Trump.
Okay, what is his name right now? What is his name? What is his last name?
I'm saying make him Drumpf again. That's
Okay, what is his last name?
Drumpf.
We can go through Kamala Harris's whole family history. Do you think her last name was always Harris? No.
This is wild. You are one of the wildest guests we ever had.
And we're going to stop trying to make, like, we're not going to care what you are in this country. As long as you work hard for what you want and you care about our country.
And you pull yourself up by your bootstraps.
We're going to get rid of all this DEI stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
Where do you work?
Where do I work? I'm not going to say where I work.
Well, what kind of work is it then?
But I have enough money that I can survive.
Okay. And what age bracket are you in?
I'm 25.
And what part of the country are you in?
Sadly, California.
Oh,
how are things going over there now?
Our governor doesn't know.
Are you near any of the fires?
Our governor doesn't know what he's doing. He walks away from citizens who are trying to talk to him about their homes being burned down, but he could care less. Oh, but he'll let illegal immigrants come in and get free health care and all this stuff. It's insane.
Are you near the fires? Are you impacted with what's going on unfolding?
No.
How far away are you from there?
I'm not going to say how far away I am.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we had someone on from Northern California, remember? Yeah. He was
Northern
okay
California
as well.
people I can't stand.
Oh, okay.
Southern California is actually the part of California that keeps this country upright. Or keeps this state upright.
Okay.
Well, you've said a lot today, and we thank you for it. And
my other thing is, so you know the negotiations that are going on. I don't know if they have yet, but with Denmark, possibly with us buying Greenland.
What about it?
Did we buy it?
I mean, we have not bought it yet. There's negotiations on the table.
Who's negotiating?
What's his name? Donald Trump Jr.
Oh, okay.
Charlie Kirk was in Greenland.
Oh, yeah. Are they part of the government?
No.
Well, how could they negotiate that then?
Because if you are doing something on behalf of the incoming president, I mean, there's a lot of people who don't technically work for the government.
Yes.
That can do things on behalf of their fathers. And Hunter Biden wasn't working for
Hey now.
the U.S. government.
Did you ever see the pictures on that laptop? Holy smokes.
No, I didn't.
You didn't?
No.
Oh, BScoop.
Oh, and we care so much about people having felonies and being criminals, but then we just let them go scot-free.
That's funny because someone brought it up that they should get rid of that on job applications now. Someone was mentioning that, and I guess
that's interesting.
Yeah,
Why
so I
should we
think
get
that's
rid of
going to
that?
Yeah. So what do you think of that? Job applications should
Why
get
should
rid
we get
of.
rid of that? Do you know there are like
Why?
levels of people who are felons?
What's that?
So, I mean, Democrats would like this. Do you want to just let people who essay people who do horrible things to kids just be allowed to work? Oh, that's probably what you want because you wanted Jeffrey Epstein unalived.
Is he talking to us? Oh, we
I
didn't
don't
say any of
know.
that. I don't
No,
know.
I know.
You
I
wanted to
asked.
get rid of.
What did you
I'm
ask him,
talking
B
about the
Scoop?
chatter about felonies. They want to. People are proposing possibly the possibility of jobs getting rid of that on applications.
Oh, and you just want to let people who essay
Well,
people
no,
and
not
people.
me. I think you should keep that on the applications personally,
He
if I
was
were
asking
asked.
what you think about
What do
that.
you think of that if they get rid of it on job
I think that
applications?
would be horrible because
To
do you know
list your
that?
felony or not to list your
Do you
felony?
believe? Do you agree that there are certain levels of felonies?
Of course.
But you don't, you just said that we should
No, I
just get rid of them
didn't.
all.
No, I didn't. I said they're proposing,
Yeah,
not
you said we
me
should get rid of
personally. No, I didn't.
if you're a felon on job applications. You just said that.
Like I said
You
before, we
wanted
have to
that.
know how to read and comprehend before we can talk.
You
Have
said you wanted to just say
Okay,
felons can
well,
work.
you go with
Doesn't
what you
matter
heard, I
where.
guess.
have
There is
you
a rewind button.
have you always been conservative, Ty?
I mean, I would say that it's a toss-up. Half of my family is conservative.
Yeah.
I mean, when do you know what the what was it called? The savings and loan league is.
Huh?
What about it?
Have you heard of that?
I didn't hear what you said.
The savings and loan league.
League? No.
Oh, you haven't. So, someone in my family, I'm not going to say who, was the vice president of the savings and loan league. Not wasn't that like best friends with him, but was like friends with Richard Nixon and like knew people in that space. But then I also have some people who lived in San Francisco and worked for the newspaper there. And then I also have a relative that travels with Joe Biden and is like a news reporter, basically.
Oh, okay. So you have it on both sides. So what happened to you?
What had to happen to me? I'm on the
Yeah.
right side of history.
But what
Yeah.
happened? Did something change your mind or persuade you one way or another? What was the turning point?
My grandfather,
And what did he say to you?
he's the opposite of what I am.
And you didn't like that.
No.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Was there some
I was
specific?
going to say, was it a policy or?
Yeah, was it a policy or what was the one thing that you went, you know what? I don't like that.
Jeffrey Epstein. I didn't like what Bill Clinton was doing with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you guys are okay with what he was doing.
Who
Why
said
is
that?
Who said that?
Did somebody tell you that?
You guys
Must
were the
be on
ones that
X.
you guys were the ones that wanted to unalive him.
Me personally?
Your side did.
My what?
You're gonna say that he actually hung himself?
No. I don't believe that at all. I think
So
he was taken out.
What?
So
Are you saying the cameras didn't work in that area just because they didn't work that day?
It just so happened that there was no one there. No cameras were working.
No cameras, no nothing.
Nothing. Interesting.
So that one issue turned you from
Oh, and you want to know what else?
Yeah, I
You want to
do.
know who Barack Obama was friends with? Joe Biden, Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris did a online. It was when she was running the first time for president, and Sean Combs was helping her with some sort of fundraiser.
Yeah, what about it?
Well, why would you be friends with Sean Combs?
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Yes.
Did he?
Why would you be friends with him?
Did
Oh,
he do it?
probably because you were at his parties doing horrible
Oh,
things.
didn't you ever think of that? I go to all my friends' parties.
Isn't that
And it's
great?
funny how you guys are just being so nonchalant about this.
Well, because
Well.
we didn't expect you to bring us down this road. It sounds like there's a common thread though with you.
Yeah.
It's these people that participate in these quote unquote sexual things that's bothering you.
Yes. And
And
all the
why?
human trafficking that goes on that
Right.
you guys don't want to put an end to.
Well, that's not true either.
It actually is true. There's been
Okay.
bills brought up in Congress that have been that Democrats don't want to get on board with.
Where do you get your information, if you don't mind me asking?
I get my information from like ABC, from Fox, from CNN, basically from everywhere.
Okay. And that's how you learn about what you just said.
I mean,
I'm wondering if is
Yeah.
there an article or something I could read that says that the Democrats don't want what you just said, that particular bill to stop that particular thing.
was Bill Clinton not on Jeffrey Epstein's plane? Was there not pictures with him and Jeffrey Epstein? Yes or no?
Oh, I believe there were.
Okay,
Same
so
with,
great. So you're going to say that
100%.
he did have connections. He
Well-
was friends with him. So to say that he's on your side isn't insane to say.
who's on what side? Who's on first? You mean
Jeffrey
Clinton's on my
Epstein
side?
is friends
What
with
a-
Democrats.
But you know, there's pictures of the orange one with Epstein
Right.
all over the place.
Yeah.
So what does that prove?
Right. Nothing, right?
I mean, I would say that there is more likelihood of him being friends with him because they're in that same space, people who are billionaires.
Oh, you don't think he was at any of his parties?
No.
You don't think Mr. Trump likes the opposite sex? Now, what are you referring to?
I would
I
say
mean-
that if you want to talk about people who like the same one, you should talk to Barack Obama.
And he's on the line.
Yes, Barack. This
Yeah.
is your life.
You haven't heard of the interview with Tucker Carlson?
Oh,
And the
I've
guy-
heard of it.
Yes.
I've
yes.
heard of it. I watched it. I almost vomited. Now, if you don't mind me
Why?
asking,
Why
are
would you
you
vomit?
are you married, Ty?
No, I want to get back to that first thing. Why did you vomit? Or why?
Well,
why
I
were you
wasn't
about-
feeling well that day. Now, the reason I ask, are you married or are you with somebody, is because human connection relationships are very, very important to being a full-fledged person. It brings us happiness and joy. And I'm wondering, do you have anybody like that in your life?
I mean, I have a few.
A few. Ty?
I could care less about anyone though. I don't. I just care about myself, really.
Oh, well, that's
Okay.
that's not the full human experience, though.
I mean,
You've
I've
got-
had connections, I've had relationships, but
Yeah, and how
I
long
care
did
more
those
about
last?
money.
You care more about money than relationships. That's interesting. What about your family? Do you care about your family?
2 people in my family probably max.
2 out of how many? Like 50?
There's probably more than 50. I don't talk to them.
You got angry with your family because of their beliefs, like
I
your
didn't get
grand-
angry with them. I just don't talk to them.
Oh, because now you have enough money to survive. You're looking to make even more money, because if you don't have money, then what do you have, right?
Would you agree that money gives you power?
In certain circumstances, yeah.
You're going to say that Sean Combs, that Bill Clinton, that all these people did not have power, were not, and could not be persuasive in any way.
To whom? Persuasive to whom?
To making people be quiet, to like doing whatever they wanted, basically.
But wouldn't that same logic apply to anybody on the other side that has money and power?
On the name a Republican other than really Donald Trump, who had like billions and billions of dollars. A lot of them just worked hard.
I think you may need to find a relationship. I think that's what this stems from.
Like, name a Republican other than him that had all this money, millions of dollars.
Millions of dollars, yeah.
Name one.
Yeah. Mitch McConnell.
Yeah.
And I
You
wouldn't.
said one. Wait a minute.
Just one.
Ty, don't change the rules.
I wouldn't really consider him a Republican.
What would you
Oh,
consider
now he's
him?
not a Republican.
Well, he's more of a turtle. But what would you consider? Oh my God!
Myrtle.
But so Ty, you're really MAGA. You're not even conservative. You're MAGA.
That's okay.
So, have you ever heard of Nick Fuentes before?
Oh, of course. I just saw him on the screen.
And can we actually have a real conversation without you being stupid?
I don't know if that's possible, but I'll try.
Not
Do you think
today.
it's okay to dox Nick Fuentes just because of his opinion?
I don't. Remind me all the details of that. What did
Of
he
what
say?
What he said about women, your body, my choice.
Oh yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, and then somebody showed up at his house. I mean, first of all, don't you think that's a pretty ridiculous statement and pretty disgusting?
I mean, I would say that there's a lot of things that are disgusting, but to go after
No, but
someone
that
personally-
particular one, you don't make decisions for women in your life, do you? It's not their body, your choice, Ty. I mean, that's not how it works. That's why I'm saying if you had a relationship with a woman, or maybe you like men, whatever floats your boat,
I mean, that's probably you, but
you would see
that's
things a
neither here nor
little differently. Your point of view, you have to get out there in the real world and get a.
I have been out in the real world. I've been to several states. I've been to a few countries before. I have been out in the real world.
And do they embrace what you're thinking and what you're saying, that we should control women's bodies, that we
When
should
did I
be
ever say I should control women's bodies?
well, but you mentioned Nick Fuentes, and that's what he said.
I said you should never go after someone personally just because they have an opinion. Never said that opinion was right.
Interesting.
Do you think it's okay to do that? Yes or no? I mean, should we have gone after Joe Biden for what he said about putting Donald Trump in like eyesight or something, like a day before he was almost unalived?
What did he say?
I forgot I mean, I could get it up right now, but there was
No,
something.
I just didn't hear what you said.
So there was something that Joe Biden said right before Donald Trump was almost unalived. To the like,
And that makes you want to
Well,
go
what did
after
he
Joe
say?
Biden?
no, but no one's going after Joe Biden.
Yeah, so
So why do we only go after Republicans who have opinions?
oh well, that's not true.
That
You know
actually
that.
is true.
Only Republicans?
I
Yes,
feel like both sides
100%.
are getting it, though.
Wow. I don't think that's a very good worldview. Doesn't seem correct. Oh, my
I'm
printer's
just going
falling.
with it. This is not productive.
Okay.
Your leave? Oh, he's left. It's not productive.
Well, that's too bad.
There
I
goes
was enjoying.
Ty.
I was happy.
I was
to,
enjoying it.
I was glad I made all those powerful decisions. I didn't know I was in
you-
charge of. So
And my printer is falling under my desk.
I didn't know I had such powers. I didn't know I made those decisions.
They
And
must have been
clearly, it's on my X feed too. He said so.
Oh, he had your number.
Wow, he sure did.
I must have been subconsciously kicking my printer under the desk
I think so.
because it's all I don't know. Oh well, you see, BScoop,
Well-
this is the kind of stuff that I was telling you about. That people are so deluded,
Interesting.
and they're young people, and that's what makes me scared because they
Yeah.
don't have that connection.
Well, they
And-
don't teach too much comprehension in school anymore.
That's the problem, and critical thinking. You know,
Like I said at the beginning of the hour, you have to know how to read first.
but do you know what I mean when I say like
Yeah.
a romantic connection?
Oh,
Because
yeah,
that
yeah,
puts
yeah.
you in a different perspective.
Yeah.
Is
I
that a
know.
skull and crossbones? Well, thank you, everybody who's. Are people
was
gifting
great.
us? I don't even.
I don't
Oh, we've
know.
got likes. We've got people.
Well, we'll say thank you for the gifts. We do
yeah,
appreciate that.
thank
That's
you.
very nice.
Thank you on
Well, I
this-
enjoy. Actually, I thought that was great though. With Ty,
Yeah,
yeah,
I did too. I mean, any kind of discussion is a good discussion. It's almost,
Totally,
it's almost
totally.
like any kind of publicity is good publicity.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't.
no. Well, at this stage, it is. So
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but
And I often don't realize, BScoop, how I come off to other people, whether it's
Yeah, I
sarcastic or
know.
whatever. But it's just I first of all wanted to keep things light with this, but I'm
Yeah,
happy to
yeah,
talk
yeah.
about anything.
Sure.
Really. I
Yeah,
mean,
me too.
I have been in many, many political lives. I
Yeah,
mean, that's really what inspired me to start using this app was watching
right.
some of these debates. But
Uh,
you got to have fun along the way. I mean, here we are, the last 7 days
oh,
of this app.
I know. And he wanted us to quit with the jokes.
No
So,
jokes. He wanted
no jokes. What's he, China?
to. There will be no
What's he,
laughing.
right? What's he, the Supreme Court shutting down all the fun?
It wasn't productive enough for him, you
I
see.
guess not. So we had someone, you were outdoing someone else earlier with being too liberal, and now you're being too funny.
I'm just too much.
You're just too much tonight.
Oh, boy.
You're on
Can't please
fire.
everybody.
I guess not.
Hi, Misty Waters. I love that dirty
Dirty
water.
water.
Boom, boom.
Boom.
Boston, you're my home. Oh, somebody else wants to come
So,
up?
oh, all right.
Oh. Look at this name, B Scoop.
What's the name?
Joe Mama, what say
Oh,
you?
Joe Mama. I love it. Welcome.
How you doing?
Good. How are
Good.
you?
All right.
What are you up to? What's going on with this band with the TikTok?
Probably a good thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah. I mean, everything that you come across here is divisive.
Yeah.
So, I mean, even wearing that hat would make people come in here and be angry.
Apparently, I didn't. I should have
Yeah.
started wearing this from day one. I didn't
Wow.
know this was going to be. What do you think? Do you know the
Yes.
meaning
Why
behind
is
That's
this?
that,
his
though?
family's name, correct?
Yeah, yeah,
Got it. My name was changed when we came over in the boat as well. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
that's just part of history.
But that's but the other part is that this was sold by John Oliver from his show on HBO, because at that time, Trump was making fun of people for certain names. That was the whole point. Everything is against what he said. You know what I mean? He's making fun of people because of the name, but yet his name was changed, or people changing their name, but yet his name was changed.
Yeah, I don't think that was on him, just like I don't think it was on the other people. But I don't know if I'd buy that hat. You bought that hat?
I think it was a fundraiser.
So
I
somebody
think
had
they
to pay for that hat.
I think they donated
Yeah.
it to I don't remember. It's been a number of years. I just don't remember.
Have you ever worn it out in public?
Oh yes. Oh yes. And people were giving me double looks, and then when they really saw it, they had a chuckle.
Oh, what state are you in?
Massachusetts.
Oh, nobody's giving you double looks there.
Oh no, I had this. I was living in Florida.
Oh, there you go. All right,
Florida.
makes more
Yes,
sense.
that's where I got the looks. Yeah. So I take it are you conservative or MAGA or what?
I'm a Democrat.
Oh.
I don't label myself. I'm a registered Democrat.
Yeah.
I'm in New Jersey. I'm 49, so I'm old. I voted for Trump.
Oh, why is
I
that?
also voted for Andy Kim. So, I don't need an R or a D next to somebody's name to dictate who I vote for.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
What prompted you to make that vote for Trump?
Because he was president already. I voted for Biden in the primary because I like my presidents to go twice. Because I hate when we interrupt the presidencies, because everyone says the first 2 years of the last presidency or the other one. So I think they should change it to give the president 6 years.
I agree with that.
And then you run on the next 2 years as your second term.
I was thinking maybe just 6 in total, but that's not a bad idea either.
So that's why it was and we've had him before.
What was it that you liked about him, though?
Just his politics. No, I mean, he's more like I would probably be, like a jerk, a big jerk, if I was in charge.
Why would you want to be a jerk?
I don't know. Just not like a jerk and a bully are two different things. I just wouldn't pay people no mind. I would fire back just like he does. That's what I like. He gets fired upon and he comes back swinging. So he's a fighter. So if you want to call him a jerk, I take it as some of the things he's saying as being a jerk. He could call it as just self-defense. So that's how I would be.
Was there a particular policy that you really liked, or was there many? Or Can you narrow it down to a couple?
I could tell you I like the tax plan, which was pretty decent, and I'm in a blue state, so most of the blue states didn't get, uh, benefit from it.
What was the tax plan that what exactly was that?
The actual tax code, so he lowered the tax code for me. He also doubled my standard deduction. Although I couldn't itemize anymore, my standard deduction went from 12,500 to 24,000, which meant my first $24,000 is tax free.
So you're in a higher tax bracket. You're up there.
Yeah, I only make my base is like 140 a year.
Oh, okay. Well, but his plan is going to raise taxes for anybody under 400,000.
Well, it not raise it. It just starts going back, like it's a progress, and then it'll expire and go way right back to where it was before that. They're not raising it. So initially, there was a cut, and then it was just slowly, progressively coming back to the norm.
Well, the cut was for the rich top percent, wasn't
Well,
for any.
I got a cut. I'm not in the rich top percent. I just explained to you about what the standard deduction, what people got, and they also got the child tax credit.
Oh, okay.
When I don't know if you're familiar with how you do taxes, but to have your first 24,000 tax free as opposed to 12,500. So if you were making 30,000 a year, your first 24 were tax free, so you're paying taxes on 6. Do the math there.
Yeah. So you're all about the money, basically.
Yeah, I retired this year, so I needed Trump back in. Maybe the stock market was good under Biden. It was probably the best it's been, but it's funny because I didn't see it. But when Trump was in office, I kind of felt it. I don't know if that's hard to explain or if
Well, where do you get your information? That's not hard to explain.
No, my information is based on fact of what.
No, but I said where. Where do you get it? If you saw it going up under Trump, but you didn't see it going up under Biden,
in my own personal life, I saw it.
But what were you reading? You had to read something.
My 457B. I look at my percentage rate of return.
And what happened? It didn't go up. It stayed the
No,
same.
it actually it went up, but the first, what was it, 2 years we were in a negative, and then the third and fourth year it came back up. So where it dropped in the beginning, he made up for in the end. But it came back to where it was. Whereas under Trump, I was absolute 20% each year.
Yeah. Did you get that, BScoop? Did you write all those numbers down?
I sure did.
Joe,
I like this.
What was
I
the
like
reason
it.
you prompted you to want to come up and talk to us?
I wanted to help that poor kid out that you guys were enjoying. You asked him for a bill that the Democrats turned down about child trafficking. He couldn't name it.
Yeah.
And it was the Blackburn bill. It was in May of 2024.
Yeah.
It's the same concept that the Republicans did to the border bill is the same thing that the Democrats did to the child trafficking bill.
And what did the Republicans do to the border bill?
They squashed it. They refused to vote.
And why did they do that, though?
Who knows? Who knows what those clowns will do in there? Probably for political gain.
But so you voted for Trump, but you vote for Democrats in other races. Is that what you
Sure,
said?
I got my house. A senator became a congressman, became a senator in New Jersey.
Well, I'm curious. What are the values about those Democrats that you vote for, as opposed to Trump? What's the difference there?
You took a night and day. You're not. Yeah, we're not even close on that. The value. I'm not voting for Trump for his values. I'm not telling my kid to grow up and become the president like the president of the United States. I just thought we had two choices in this one, and my choice in the primary was gone, and I went with the safer choice, who we've had as president. And I had no problem with him when he was president. I had no problem with Joe Biden when he was president, so I went with the safer choice. It's not about values. Our presidents, aren't angels. They're not. They don't leave office and people are like, "Yes, that was the best human ever." If you know the history of our presidents, they're pretty horrible.
So presidents are. Would you say presidents are not role models for other Americans, or
No, I
no?
mean they can be, sure, but are you bringing your? I don't know if you have kids. My 11-year-old wants to be Juan Soto. He doesn't want to be Joe Biden. Uh, and to try and explain to him how bad that, I mean, I don't know. I'm going to ramble here. Our sports entertainment will shape our culture more than the president of the United States will. And
And why is that though?
it's this America. It's where we are. Our music industry, our entertainment industry, and our sports industry are all sickening industries. And
So
we cry more about the president of the United States on a once every 4-year deal than we do about these industries that are just ruining people.
So you as a parent though, what do you tell your children about that? Do you try to explain to them the differences?
Of course, and then I let them form their own opinion.
But they're bombarded from media all over the place.
Yeah, they are. I think my kid watches more media than I do.
Probably.
And he's just 11.
Do you check his screen time?
Yeah, we do.
That's good. Yeah.
No, the wife does it mostly because he's got like 8 girlfriends. So
at 11, oh boy,
yeah, crazy.
Did you
Oh,
see?
boy.
Someone was telling me now because with their kids, they had to put a timer on the iPhone. You can
Yeah.
schedule all that now.
Yeah.
I didn't know they could do all that.
Yeah.
But I'm a police officer. I've been a cop for, like I said, I'll retire March, 24 years.
Oh, good for you. Good for you.
So I give him good values, but I give him tough love, and he's going to have to make his own mistakes. And he can vote. If he didn't like, he doesn't even care, first of all, about the presidency, and that's at 11. So, and if he did, if I asked him and he said I would have voted Harris, I would have been good for you, buddy.
Yeah.
You make your own decision. We don't need to argue about it. We could
Exactly.
agree to be wrong.
That's right.
Right.
What
I mean, I could
happened
be
in?
wrong.
You mentioned the history of the presidency. What happened? Do you think? What changed? Did something change along the way to get to where we are with?
Oh, Donald Trump changed the politics of going for president. That has never happened before. I've never. I can tell you. I remember watching the clips from his first debate and being like, "Wait, what? What just happened here?" And that was just the primary, the Republican primary. Him trash.
Oh, he muted. He might have got a call or something.
Did we
There
lose
he
him?
is.
Nah, sorry.
That's all
I
right.
don't know
Joe.
what that was. It's phone calls.
So
People
right,
calling me all day.
he started at the debates with all the, calling of the names, and so did you at that
yeah.
time think
I
that was
remember.
good or bad?
I think I was probably more like you guys. It was must see TV. I wasn't sure what the
Exactly.
hell. I wasn't sure, but it worked, and then so now everyone's gonna do it because it worked until something new comes along.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe somebody's gonna run and say that they're an alien. They're not from this planet. I don't know.
We're
I mean, it
not
could be
far
next.
off from what we're hearing.
Yeah, but there's drones.
Now,
everywhere.
Wait a minute. Did you say you're in New Jersey?
Yes, he's in Jersey.
I am.
So what's the
going
latest?
on? Give us an update.
There's drones. I see them. We mark
Really?
them all night.
You actually saw them, huh?
I've seen millions of them. I could tell you stories. We have an FBI tracker. We log into their app, and we actually can, where we are seeing them, we zoom in on the map, do like a pinprick on the map, and within seconds they address it. Like, or at least there. I've seen a couple crazy events that happened because I'm just staring at the sky like an idiot.
Well, but be honest with us. What is your actual thought of what's going on?
It's our military.
That's what I think. Yeah.
Let me explain to you this. If these were drones from Iran, which the New Jersey senator said, why were they putting lights on them? They can operate drones without flashing green and red lights. You know what I'm saying? They could get in and out, and we would never see them up there. So, I mean, and they're not aliens because what are they? Just aliens are just torturing us up there and not want to come down or not make them. And I'm sure they would have a little bit more event. You can hear it. It's a distinct noise from sitting underneath it. I mean, you can just hear it because they sent helicopters one time around, and you can see the red helicopter. Now you can hear the helicopter, and you can hear the drone, and then the drone just like lightning, man, just gone. So,
it moves really that fast.
Wow.
It took as soon as it saw the 2 helicopters start circling it, it took off. Like it was quick. It was gone. I watched it for an hour before it didn't
Wow.
move. It just spun. I would see one light, two light, three light, and it was like a slow spin. And then when we pinpointed on that app, it took off. It took off on the
Is
helicopter.
that app for civilians?
No,
Oh, okay.
no. But
Okay.
civilians call us, and then we'll
Yeah,
address
yeah.
it.
Okay,
And,
I was wondering.
and put it in.
Wow. So you've actually spent a lot of time seeing these things.
Yeah.
If it's the military, one thing I heard was like if it's military or whatever, they're doing testing in the event that we need these drones to whatever.
Right.
You know what?
Yeah.
A chemical or a nuclear type of event. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, well, now you got to be careful because not only once that started, now what happened? Everyone got their drones out. Our sheriff's department in Ocean County puts drones out, 4 or 5 of them every night. So
Yeah.
now you got people calling on their drones, and you know how that conspiracy theory goes. Now you got everyone flying drones everywhere. People are buying drones. It's probably the best marketing ploy for a drone company.
Wait a
It's
minute.
probably
This
to
was
build-
Yeah,
all a
wait a minute.
marketing ploy.
What if it's all a marketing ploy?
It's a genius.
You know
marketing.
what?
But don't you have to have a certificate or something to operate
No.
a
You have
drone?
to get caught first, probably.
No, and most of the airports will it's a no fly zone. It'll just shut your drone down and send it back. Most of them. Like I'm not big into the drones because I tried to fly one. I got my kid one, and day one of Christmas, like 3 years ago, I'm flying it at the bus stop with him, and I couldn't control it. It took off, and it's still up in one of them tall pine trees.
Oh,
Oh, we've
Some
seen,
bird
yeah,
has
you
made
see
that
those.
its nest.
oh, that's great.
Well, so you're looking forward to Inauguration Day, huh?
Yeah, sure. I want to see what happens. It's like must see TV.
Yeah.
I'm more looking forward to my money coming. I want a nice retirement here, because I mean I know it's not going to be affected right away. But if I could at least get to August, and maybe I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I really don't know. So it doesn't. I mean, I'm okay. Like it is about money though, especially this late in my life. I maybe have 10, 15 more years,
Yeah.
20 on this planet. I'm not going to argue over. I could care less who the president is. I vote and I move on.
Yeah.
But there's nothing that stands out by. Oh, you know what? No tax on overtime would be nice.
Oh, that would be
Yeah.
real nice, wouldn't it?
I would love that. I don't know how that would work, but I would take that in a heartbeat. I think they both wanted that.
Oh, yeah. That's popular.
Oh, yeah.
And no tax on tips. That was another one.
Right. Well, that's I'm planning on working for the casinos, so maybe that'll help me as well too when I retire.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
Right. I've done everything, man. I'm from a different generation. I've been working. I had a paper route when I was 8. I've drove trucks for Pepsi. I drove tractor trailers for UPS. I worked as a waiter at TGI Fridays. I was an ice hockey referee. I mean, I've done it all. I'm ready. I'm ready for the next job.
You're ready. How long you been a cop?
24 years. It'll be 25 and
Oh,
more.
okay.
Wow.
Right. Then you get to retire. Good for you.
Yeah,
That's
I
great.
could retire at 20, but it's not worth the 50%.
Yeah.
Right.
And then, so next year you'll be 50 years old.
I will be 50 in March.
Wow. That is great.
Jeez.
Retiring at 50.
We'll be in Vegas. Come
Which is
see
great.
the party.
Oh, there you
All
go.
right.
Well, we
All
like
right,
that.
Joe
Vegas.
Mama.
All
a
right,
great
Love the
fellas.
name. Thanks for
Thank you
coming
so
up.
No
much.
problem. Take care.
Take
guys.
care. Bye. There goes Joe Mama. Wasn't he nice?
Yeah. That
Good
was
to
great.
talk to him. We got a lot of information
Yeah.
politically, but also the drones, and right there in New Jersey, and a
I'm
cop.
glad because I've been wondering about that. I haven't heard much, with all the.
I put it out of my mind because I can't, it's overload. There's too much information.
Oh,
There's too
yeah.
much going on. Oh, you look up there, look over there, look over there. The fires, the drones, the blah, beep, beep, boop,
Well,
boop, bop.
it's like every week it's been something. So
I just, it's now, they with the drones, we all have cameras. We're all seeing it. We're all hearing it. Why can't we get an explanation? It's frustrating. No. Those are the.
I don't think so. I think you'll have one soon.
But he did mention the police have their own drones, and you don't think
yes,
of
they
that.
do.
Right? Because I mean, even fire departments and everything are using them to see, you know, they go way up and survey the whole fire and see
And
what's going on. So
media
this
is
is,
doing the same thing.
yeah. But the thing is, when I looked into it, there's a young guy in Florida that I follow online, and he got a drone. He was doing some work for one of the local stations, actually Channel 7 down there that's owned by Channel 7 up here. And he had the drone, so they hired him because he could fly it. He was certified, though. And when I
Yeah.
looked it up, I thought you had to get FAA certification or something. You had to pay for a license and like take a little test to be able to fly them. But you're right. You got to get caught first, I guess. But
Yeah, I mean, I agree with him. I think it's the military, though.
yeah, well, that seems most reasonable,
Let's
right?
hope.
We can
Let's hope.
comprehend that. And I did read. I mean, the theory with the military was they're testing for nuclear material. Now, whether it's a
Ah,
real or a drill is another question.
right.
So let's say it is that. God forbid. I mean, there has been a rumor that some material
Yeah.
went missing, and it might be, it sounds like a movie. I know there's a movie that
I
was
wish,
exactly like this.
and I wish you were still on because a relative of mine's in the military. I thought he had said there was a military base not too far from where they're seeing them, where
Right.
Joe
But
was. So
yeah, because the funny thing is again, me being in Florida, Marco Rubio, believe it or not, was
yeah.
bringing this up a couple of years ago that there have been unidentified activity at the military base in South Florida
Oh,
by maybe even by I don't know if it was Miami or the Keys or something.
okay.
There's a base down there, and he brought it up. So he's kind of,
Wow.
and I'm no fan of his, but let's face it, we gotta. And I
Well,
remember telling him, someone in my family, "Oh, I don't know anything about that. No, that's not in my
right.
wheelhouse. It's not in your wheelhouse.
Your will.
Is it in
Check
the
your
outhouse?
bingo
It's
card.
in the outhouse."
It's in the outhouse.
What were you gonna say? Sorry.
I don't know. You
Oh,
said outhouse, so
there's Joe Mama in the comments.
what did he
Lakehurst
say?
Military Base or Fort
What did
Dix.
he say?
Lakehurst Military
I don't
Base or
know.
Fort Dix. Yeah, I don't know, but
I don't know which one would be near you, Joe. So I thought there was one near you. A relative
yeah.
had said there was a
There,
military
Fort
base not
Lee,
too far out.
Fort Lee over there in New Jersey. Wait a minute. Well, I don't want to give that away.
Yeah.
You have to be careful with what you
Yes,
share on the internet.
stop.
TikTok,
So
you do
this is the
stop.
final week. So how do you think today was?
I enjoyed today. Who knew that
I
this
think
hat
so.
that I grabbed and the other one, I'm moving stuff around my room, and the hat rack happened to be there, and
Yeah.
I my hair is thinning, so I always wear a hat. And
Right.
who knew
Who knew?
that? Well, what about the dream killer? That's what's happening
Wow.
with TikTok.
That's the real issue.
The dream is dead.
Lots of jobs to be lost.
Oh yeah, yeah. Automation,
Yeah.
AI.
And like you said, a 4-day work week. So,
Yeah,
oh
that's
boy.
been. Well, that would also help with. I guess people working remotely has
Oh
also
yeah.
become part of the equation, because it's all about the pollution as well. The
That's
commuting, the
right.
pollution. But honest to God, do you think? I mean, we used to. I don't commute anywhere these,
No,
but 2 hours or
exactly.
an hour or an hour and a half waiting in traffic
Yeah.
every damn day,
Mm-hmm.
wasting our lives back and forth. I mean, that can be like 3 hours a day if you put them together, the morning commute and the afternoon
Oh
commute.
yeah.
Who wants to do that? Wouldn't you
Awful.
rather be at your son's baseball game, or
Exactly. Be
you
with
know,
your wife
be
or
with
your
your wife, have a
husband.
dinner, maybe you have both,
Enjoy,
whatever.
or
Go to
just
the
go home and
cabaret,
relax.
go home, relax, put on a
Right.
movie, or go to the movie. I
Right.
mean, it really has become that we can't even enjoy life, is what
Yeah.
it is.
Well, I think that's why people love to work from home if they can.
Absolutely. And those of us that have pets and stuff, I
Right.
mean,
Yeah.
again, it really, it's like, historic, like World War II, right? Was a very
Yeah.
much a turning point in human history worldwide. that we didn't want to see that kind of suffering and
Right.
tragedy and
Yeah.
unaliving of millions of people. We did not want it.
Mm-hmm.
And so the United Nations, blah, blah, blah. And, I'm afraid we're repeating history, though. People don't know the history, so we're repeating it. That's that famous
Well, they
quote,
don't. They're not teaching much of it either. So.
But that's also goes back to Europe and universal health care. Because, again, World War II, Europe destroyed and all of that, and they're rebuilding. But everybody should have health care. I can't wrap my head around the fact that if you don't have enough money, well, it's, you won't be down for dinner.
Right. You won't be down for dinner permanently.
Permanently. Did you notice, though, I wanted to ask you, the folks that came up, they're all about the money.
I was just going to say, now, I think that's, so that's where we're at. It's definitely just all about the money. Clearly it's not morale or anything like that. So.
Right. Well, you see, when you're governing people, a country, is not a business. It can't be, because a business is for profit and it's to make a product. We're people. We're the country. You got to take care of the people in the country in order for the country to function. It's not. It's dysfunctional to think that it's a business. So I find it interesting. I had an old woman.
I can't blame them though for the money though. So.
Well, but right, because I was just going to say, an old woman, a very wise old woman from Boston, in Florida, I met, and she would say, somebody would say like, well, money isn't everything, and she'd say, well, try living without it.
Yeah.
And that is a very good point.
It is.
Try living without it. You need it. I guess a lot of the problems is that you can't, some people can. It's sort of, but it's like a lottery. It's like it's like being a human being in this country has become a lottery. Oh, well, you can drive this and you can do that. Yeah. But what if you have a herniated disc and a pinched nerve? Then
or
what do you do?
Disability of some kind.
That's what I'm saying. And
you can't walk. Well, everyone's allowed to walk. I know, but I
But
technically really can't. Thank you.
or you can't lift,
I don't
50
have,
pounds. Every job says you got to lift 50. You got to lift 50 pounds. What are we lifting? What are we doing?
Right.
What are we lifting 50 pounds?
You must lift 50. Well, what am I lifting?
Yeah.
Your next customer.
And they'll say, oh, well, you can get this job, but not everybody's suited for every job. This goes back to education.
Right.
Not everybody learns the same way.
No.
And when you have somebody who is a master chef who can cook, you don't want them mopping floors,
Right.
But we need people to mop the floors. So the people my aunt loves to clean and organize. We'll get all the people with OCD and make them organize and clean. Problem solved. I've solved another problem, BScoop.
Another problem solved.
Who knew this red hat? You see, it tricked them. They saw the red hat, and then they got another glimpse of it.
Wild.
Drumpf. And here's the other take with that, with the Trump and him making fun of people, is it got to a point with me where you have to say enough is enough, because he is a bully. And so if he can dish it out, so can I. But where does that get us? I don't think anywhere, but I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Because but not everybody has to do it. But if he's going to make fun of people and bully, names, whatever, there are some of us that are going to push back. And that's checks and balances, folks. Checks and balances. Maybe leave Trump alone and go get your party back, Dan says. Bye, bye, bye. Bye, bye, bye. I think he's part of the Backstreet Boys.
Oh.
Suppressing speech, bye. Going after family unit and worship, bye. I told you, this is Dan in the comments. You can't see him?
Yeah, welcome.
Is he coming up? I don't know if I have the stomach for another kooky conspiracy theorist. And that's the other thing, which is why you heard me ask, where do you get the information? They almost give the impression to me is that They just know. Like the information just came into their head. They just know things. I just know.
Right.
But they're reading something somewhere or watching
Right.
something somewhere. And that literacy, that media literacy, if you don't know
Yeah.
what's opinion, fact, entertainment, etc., I mean, it's almost like there's a book of things. That young man, that first man, like he was starting to just read off all these QAnon type
Yeah.
things. And I don't want to say, but I think it does have a lot to do with it, is that they're not having romantic relationships in this country. They're just
Yeah.
not.
Right.
And that's an important part of the human experience. I think. I'm very open. I think you should be open about it and learn about it and know that you know, I think it's even part of health. You have to have that sexual side of you. And when you deny yourself or you don't know how to do it, especially in your 20s, I mean, that's when you have all your energy.
It's like critical. Right. After 20, everyone's asleep.
Well, things start to change, let's face it. No, I told you, it was until I was like 40, then I realized things were changing.
Yeah.
But when you're 20, you can you're hanging from the chandelier. Let's do it over there, upside down, and, twirl a little, And things just seem to work better.
Yeah. Yes.
But that's another thing that people bring up is that our population is, we're not having enough babies. The young
Yes,
people,
it
because they
is
can't
down. I've
afford
heard
it.
that.
They're living at home. They can't buy a house. They can't afford it. What do you think of that?
I think that's telling too of the times. It's just
And we have another
wild.
question. Did
What is
Oprah
it?
leave the country? Who's Oprah?
Who's Oprah?
Oh, that's what I was looking for. Where did I put that song?
Wait, did she leave?
No, he's say they all come up and say,
Okay. What's
if he
this
gets
Oprah thing?
elected,
I
I'm
think it's
leaving.
the funniest thing. So, is that why everyone's talking about Oprah?
Yes, I guess.
Well, they're having a good time.
And that's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about, really, at the end of the day.
I wonder if something happened to my sound machine that I thought I recorded that. It ain't Oprah till it's Oprah.
All this over the TikTok ban.
TikTok, you don't stop.
There you go. There's the soundboard.
Apparently, TikTok, you do stop.
Yes, you have 7 days.
Oh, I wish you could see the pictures because some alien crafts just went by. I found some alien footage in my stock footage. Oh man! Well,
Oh my gosh.
Are you exhausted, BScoop?
Slightly, but it's invigorating.
In a way, it is. I did get
Yeah.
invigorated.
Yeah, I could see that. That's
Well,
awesome.
I'm very
It's
passionate
passion,
about
though.
it because it really affects the country. People say, "Well, I vote for the money. I don't care what anyone else does." Well, that's great.
Well, what about
But
the
it
human
does-
side?
Right. It affects people. I mean, this Supreme Court taking away Roe v. Wade, that's serious business that our women can't make decision with their own bodies. I don't get that. I don't get the people behind that.
And there's already restrictions on women because my sister needed to have a very serious procedure done, and she had to get permission from her husband. And I'm in the state of Massachusetts, which everyone claims is blue.
When was this?
Well, clearly it's not that blue that you all think.
But where?
Because she
you're
could have
talking about
died
recently?
a few years ago, like 3 years ago.
Oh. She had to get permission?
The hospital would not perform this life-saving procedure if he did not sign off, because this would mean she can't reproduce.
Oh.
And
God.
Some people have no clue. So when people think that you people have when people do that, well, they'll say, oh, well, you've got, whatever.
Well, everything's been eroded.
Yeah. Well,
it's like you said, until they get caught. And I know, look at it. One of the first
Not
talk
until
shows
you live it. That's what I say too.
yeah, not until you live it. And see,
Yeah.
that's the thing. I
Yeah.
have many
Yeah.
Republican friends, family members, and until it happens to them, then they care. Why do we have to always get to that point?
Right. Oh, let's cut
Why
food
do we
stamps.
always
Great.
have to
I'm going to take your
find,
food away.
yeah, why do we always have to find a Republican under the men's stall doing what they do and say, oh, no, no. But you're doing,
Right.
but you are against everything that they are.
Yeah.
We're humans.
Yeah.
But I've had that. That's frustrating. You know, in
Yeah.
particular, my very close friend,
Yeah.
you know, he lost his partner through cancer, and it really changed him. And but before that, he didn't care about anybody or anything. You know.
I can believe it. Until it happens to you, that's.
But
as they
why?
say.
I mean, we all have family
I
members that are
don't
going to be
know.
sick or going to be
I-
whatever.
I
Why
just-
why
I
can't
think
we
that's
be
a psych-
proactive?
I'm going to say it falls into something into the psychological. Well, obviously,
I
mean,
agree.
If there's a doctor listening, I'd love for them to explain the human
Doctor.
condition on this.
You know,
like
I once
why
heard conservative brains have been studied and that they are similar to D addicts,
Mhm.
UGS addicts, something along those lines. The
Really?
activity in the brain, yeah,
Hmm.
which I find interesting.
Wow.
And now we're also getting a question. They want to know where Rosie is.
Oh,
Rosie,
she's in California.
she is.
She's throwing water buckets on the fire.
Oh, some of
With
those
Oprah.
videos with the people with the hoses. Ah,
I know.
ah.
What's going to happen?
I'm about to drink this honey mustard. Water's gone.
Do it for a gift.
It's so dry down here. Oh, for a gift, I will drink this honey mustard for $100. PayPal.
Hey, someone's here for chicken.
Ooh, it smells. Oh, it just made my mouth water. Oh, it's good.
Ooh.
It's
Not
good.
endorsed. Not endorsed.
Allegedly, not sponsored.
Allegedly.
You know, when I bought this, I thought it was only good for a few weeks. Good for like a year. plenty of preservatives in this thing. Made with real honey, no colors from artificial sources.
Oh,
you know,
great.
that's another thing that bugs me is the labels on our food are so confusing. They will try anything to confuse us. You know, all natural flavors.
Oh,
Then
yeah.
you find out from a health expert there's nothing natural about
Nothing
it.
is natural. It should just say natural if it's.
Yeah, or these gums and these oils and everything, you know. They flip everything.
I mean, maybe I'll save this for tomorrow, but RFK wants to get rid of all those ingredients you just mentioned into the.
He wants to get rid of them off the label or off
No,
the planet.
off of the inside the ingredients. He doesn't want them inside of our food.
Oh, well, see, now that's a whole other story because I do agree that our food is making us sick.
Yeah.
I've watched many documentaries,
Yeah.
very much, PBS. But don't you agree that the food is making us sick?
Oh, 100%.
Recently, I think it was in front of Congress, somebody picked up like a box of Fruit Loops from the United Kingdom and from the USA. And they said there's about 4 ingredients in this Fruit Loops, and they use real fruit juice to color it red or something. These Fruit Loops, about 16, 17, 18 different ingredients, many that were hazardous. Why?
Right? Why?
I mean, I remember years ago someone saying like that they even like dye the meat red because when people go in the
Yes,
supermarket, they want to
that's
see
right.
it bright red. So
Bright
it's,
red. I
oh,
saw
it's
that
healthy.
too. Yeah.
I mean, why can't we just come to our senses? It's about education. It's about education.
Again, that whole meat thing came down to the money. Let's get the product off the shelf.
Yeah.
Money in the pocket, you know?
Yeah.
I saw that. Yeah.
So what? Maybe they'll, develop cancer in 20 years. Well, at least we got a money, we got a
unfortunately,
pool, and
right?
we got a
Yeah,
house and a vacation home. And
yeah. We
you
got to
see,
go
but
on vacation.
this is no, this doesn't. It just does. It never in history has a society worked when the income inequality gap
Yeah.
is so big. I
Mm.
only care about me first, America first, me, me. That these things are, there's a lot of we've a mental health crisis in this country because we don't
Yeah,
have health care. We don't have mental health. It's all the same thing. Do you agree, BScoop?
I do. I need a doctor.
Right now?
Is there a doctor on the line?
Is there a doctor in the
The
house?
house.
Is there a doctor in the house? 7:03. That means we've been on for, on my side, 2 hours, 8 minutes. And I think
Wow.
we were on another half hour on your side.
Yeah. And I did 2 hours, 2.5 hours, I think, this morning,
I can't believe
which I can't
that.
believe it.
I thought I looked for you. What time did you say that was?
Oh, gosh.
Oh,
Wrapped
no.
up.
You know what it was? I did see you. I was watching somebody
Oh,
else.
okay.
Somebody who I watch every day, every morning. And I forgot to flip back over to you.
That's okay. Well, you
I
knew
got
what I
so
was up to,
enthralled.
rambling.
Yes, yes.
I got
Oh,
into
isn't
a
that
ramble
funny?
mode.
I should have. You know what? I couldn't find my
That's
other phone. It
okay.
wasn't near me. Oh, that's right. I did see the logo,
But
but then
that's
it
what
was
made
gone
it
after
great,
he
though.
was done. It must have been
Yeah.
noontime, and then you weren't there. So
Well, I was probably in that other person's live, and she was in London. So that was really something. That was really awesome. That was like a big highlight of doing a live today for me.
yeah,
And
connecting
then, of
with
course,
people.
talking to that trucker who he gave me the insider tip. He said, "Come over here and go live and drive."
Yeah, I wonder. I wonder what the Twitch and YouTube's policy on that is.
I don't know.
I mean, if you have it mounted, which you do,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess they don't want you really looking and interacting if you're, I don't know.
Well, the Facebook, I mean, the TikTok policy, I thought I had read. I'll double check it. But even as a passenger, I'm not allowed to go live because
Yeah,
I could distract the driver because of the phone screen, it says.
yeah. Well, I told you my experience. I moved 2
Yeah.
feet and they took me down.
Wow. Yeah.
I couldn't believe how fast it was. Like,
Oh, it's crazy. But I can believe it. I can believe it.
believe it.
Believe it. Wow, we've had some great people though come through.
I'm really excited about
I'm really
today.
impressed.
Now that it's all coming to an end.
That was very impressive. It was nice to hear what people were thinking.
It is.
Um,
I do like to hear other people's
yeah,
opinions about things.
and it's all about money.
Apparently, that's why we have none. That's why we're
Right.
bleeding heart liberals in the
Poor
basements of our.
and poor Joe hopes he can survive his retirement. I hope he can too.
Oh,
And I can believe it because now he sounded like someone in my family because I have cops and
yeah,
they're in local,
50
state.
years old, retiring.
Oh
That's
gosh, yeah.
I just
That's
got
like
it.
my family.
Yeah, my family too. I just got a family
Yeah.
text that one of my aunts officially retired. She's only 59.
Wow.
And she showed the picture at work
Yeah.
of her retirement. I'm like they're probably
That's
happy to have that chapter closed, but she,
yeah.
she wanted it too,
Yeah. And
But
people should have
59.
that right to that,
I agree.
But like Joe said, hopefully all the money, you know, stays while he's around. And I agree. I hope
But
so for him too.
yeah, because that's another good point is that, again, average Americans, average meaning average of all the hundreds of millions of us, 75, 78 is sort of the point where people check out.
Mm-hmm.
And even though some are living longer and that will change, you retire at 65, you'll be lucky if you live 10 years
You're
to
lucky. Yeah.
enjoy yourself, and you're too old and you're too tired to do anything.
Yeah.
Again, quality of life. You ever see
Exactly.
that picture of the old people on a gondola, and they're asleep. Don't wait
No.
till your retirement. Go
I
on the
know.
trip to Italy.
Well, I think a lot of young people have taken on to that ideology that, that whole don't wait,
Yeah, yeah,
which is why you see many 20 somethings running out to Europe, running,
absolutely.
to
Or
go to
not
those
staying at
vacations.
jobs. They do leave
They
jobs
don't
more
stay.
quickly.
You're right.
And I
They
guess there's
say,
something to
screw.
that. Well, because it's actually that those actions, I think, are putting the power back in the workers'
Mm-hmm.
hands, or at least some power. It's been such a, unequal. I'm seeing a picture of the Pope kissing Madonna. I don't know where I got it, but it's on there.
Oh,
So the inequality again, the corporations and
I
the
know.
people working, it can't continue. We gotta get paid.
We need our
I've had
money.
like an epiphany as
What?
I get older. Well, just that my work, not only
Yeah.
broadcasting, but all the technical stuff and techie stuff, and it's work. I mean, I had to learn it and study
Yeah.
it to be able to do it. But people just assume that I'm going to do it for free.
Oh,
Help them with
yeah.
this or set up the. And I go, and I have over the years, and I go, geez, what a fool I
Yeah.
was, because I mean, it
Uh-huh.
wasn't. I'm not talking about like family members. I'm talking about others, maybe people I work with, but people that can pay and should pay.
Yeah.
Judge Judy even said the
Mm-hmm.
grandmother who was watching her grandchild
Right.
should be paid something for her time
Yeah.
because she needs it. She can't. Who can survive for nothing?
Who can survive?
I
It's
mean,
crazy.
good. It's a lottery. Do you think America is like a lottery?
It feels that way. It
There's
feels that way.
another guy I listened to for years, David Pakman show.
Yeah.
He said, there was some study about if you grow up in a particular zip code, you can pretty much map out where your life is going to end up, with a couple of other factors, your zip code, your parents, your school, something like that. And it's almost impossible to get out of
Mm-hmm.
paycheck to paycheck, whatever, if it's poverty, whatever, tax bracket, whatever it is. It's almost
Mm-hmm.
impossible. Impossible. The system is upside down.
100%. Mm-mm.
I
Terrible.
think I might have to run for president.
Lucky for president.
Can you imagine?
2028.
Did you ever see that movie Idiocracy? Oh,
Yeah.
I watched it again. I think it's on Hulu, but it just feels so relevant today. Uh, I don't know. What do you think? What are you thinking? What are you thinking? What are you thinking? We
Not much
have
now.
have we run out of steam?
I think I have.
Okay, no problem. I have two. Should
Yeah.
I play it one more time here?
Don't stop.
TikTok, you do
Do,
stop.
do.
TikTok, apparently you do stop.
Who's left? Let's see.
Oh, there's nobody here.
Oh, okay. Oh my gosh.
All right,
Wow.
7:10. I guess I'll call it.
Listen, go for another round if you want. They
I
might
don't
come
know.
in for
No,
you.
I don't
You'll
know.
be up for hours if you do.
I know. I gotta do some. I probably should go to the gym and walk and go buy some groceries.
I know. I still have to do stuff here too.
Yeah. All right. We'll wrap it
All
up
right.
then. All right, BScoop.
Well, there's always tomorrow.
Always a pleasure. That's right. And I will chat with you later.